The other Jared here. Continuing on with Anima. Real quick, the last session, the audio did not record correctly, so if you're wondering why it's missing, that's why. But other than that, I'll hand it off to Matt for a session recap.
Alright, last we left off, we had just found the brothers after they'd been kidnapped by the Shadows. They had been locked into some sort of secret sanctuary as prison, and they were on their way to try to sneak out. The brothers' position was compromised very early on, and we almost lost one of our players. Poor Garrett here almost got killed. Luckily, though, luckily he managed to survive, and with the help of both Angela and also the help of Brazen, they managed to find the brothers and save them, though not without a close scrape, as they had been captured and met the Enchantress herself. Soon after, they managed to devise a distraction and find a way out, destroying a gem that had allowed them to complete this distraction that Angela had stolen from the Enchantress. And it was only through that they were able to find a passage out. Unfortunately, though, the gem turned to dust beneath Angela's foot, and no one knows what's going to happen next.
Oh, shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
As for
bomb noise.
As for Mardus, you slowly awaken. The last thing you remember is the creature before you dying, before your legs gave out and you passed out to the floor. As you awaken about a day and a half later. Actually not in an inn's room, in a doctor's office, one of the apothecary's house.
Just straining not to make a Plazmas joke.
It can't be any worse than our Wednesday groups. That guy has more fucking cover band jokes than he needs.
Brazen and Angela, you guys would already know that he's here, since you guys were kind of the ones that carried his body off the floor.
Cool.
And you guys would be in town now, so if you want to go visit him, as the apothecary will walk over. Okay.
After getting teleported via giant golem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As the waystone immediately.
So after by stepping on that, I didn't teleport into the witch's uterus or anything like that. I'm safe.
No.
Okay, good. Cool.
That's
I'd like to.
fucked up, bro.
That's a little weirder than I was hoping for, Jared.
That would be the scariest place my character could be, though.
I would like that guy from Helsing a bridge with giant women.
Yeah. That is my character's worst case scenario right there.
Don't feed me to your giant China.
Dude, what is your brother in 3? Beard.
Father? What are you doing in here?
Oh god.
Okay.
Someone find me my shotgun that exists in Anima.
What up?
All right, I'm sorry. So where did we teleport to again? I wasn't
Right outside the city of Aston.
Oh, okay.
You guys teleport right out there into a large, lush green field. You see the walls of the city not too far away.
Is there another teleporting golem with us, or just randomly teleported us into a place where there's no...
No.
It's right behind you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's right behind you.
I say, what an interesting place to have a teleporter.
They move every full moon. You wouldn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Sucks during the lunar equinox.
Yeah, because they literally get up and start walking when they have the most Xeon.
Yeah.
Well,
except this one located farther to the north that has a tendency to sleepwalk.
So as they all start popping out of the golem, I kind of do one of my wipe my hands with this, like, well, I tried to warn her. So where to next, fellas?
Well, I'd like to figure out where that where the pieces of that gem disappeared to.
What do you?
Oh yes.
What are you talking about?
Well, after you stepped on it, the pieces were gone. Just disappeared.
Yes,
Oh,
gem
crap.
pieces go poof. Yes.
I look under my shoe.
Nothing on your shoe.
It's not here.
What? We are talking about gem, not dog shit.
As long as it doesn't mess up my shoes, I don't care.
I do
What
not
the-
think it is stuck to shoe.
What if the gem kind of like phased into her of some sort?
I
Then
don't feel any different.
I think we know solution. You know, great powerful mage I supposed to go to guy. Yes.
Okay, one more time in English there.
I said.
What?
You're talking about the Archmage Aldous.
Okay. Oh
Guys,
yeah, the Archmage.
So wait, I'm afraid. What?
Yeah, why are you afraid?
I don't know. I'm in an apothecary and I have no idea why.
As you see this man walk up to you and look to you. Ah, you're awake. I hope you're feeling better.
What happened?
Your friends dropped you off here. You were suffering from a minor heart attack. You've been in a coma-like state for a day and a half.
I see. Okay. As I'll try to sit up. And where are they now?
I am unsure. They said they would return. You probably shouldn't have moved too much, as you feel your everything hurts right now.
Ouch.
You're
Why?
basically suffering an all-action penalty of -60. It'll dissipate over an hour.
Alright.
As he just shrugs his shoulders and says, "I am not sure. You will have to ask them when they return. I would keep easy though. You wouldn't want to start another heart attack."
I'm just going to lay there for a while. Like, okay, I shall rest until I feel better. Ouch.
Perhaps we should check on Mardus. While we are visiting our mage friend.
This is not a bad idea.
Alright, so you intend to visit Aldous?
Perhaps maybe we should wait to see what Aldous says before anything. I don't know.
Mhm.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Sure.
It's up to you guys. You guys are back in town, so everything you want to do is up to you.
I have a couple of things I want to do myself, to be honest.
Drink,
What do you want to do?
drink, and
You know,
drink.
Go buy a ballista.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Why do you want to buy a ballista?
Because I can carry one around easy.
Where are you gonna fit that? You won't be able to go
I
through any
can-
doors. You have to leave it outside at every tavern.
He'll just throw it over his shoulder and carry it.
You just do not want me to have fun, do you?
I was just wondering why you needed a ballista.
Not you, Carver.
There's alcohol fun, then there's carrying around a ballista fun. I mean, yeah, I don't want you carrying around a ballista fun. No.
You are starting to get on nerves, small one.
It's just not a wise investment.
I don't know. You never know when it could come in handy.
Forget it. I don't care now.
Well, we carry it everywhere, but then every time we go in a building, he has to leave it outside, so it's not useful in the indoors.
It's useful for taking down doors.
Brazen's already walking away.
That's true.
Where's Brazen
I
going?
still want to debate it.
He's like, you guys can complain about it all day. I don't give a shit.
We're still
I'm not
arguing about it. You come back with like 2 ballistas on your shoulder. What are you guys talking about?
So where is Brazen going anyway?
Wouldn't have the slightest idea.
Anywhere but where they are.
Can Hawke limp after you?
Well, those two, Carver and Angela, are talking about why I shouldn't get one. I'm probably going to go
care
see
less if
Mr.
you had a ballista or not. I think a
Oh,
ballista
No,
would
I'm the
probably
only
be.
one that says you shouldn't get one. Yeah.
Whatever. I gotta go see Mr. McSleepy Pants.
Alright, you're gonna go visit Mardus.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess Hawke is gonna limp along with.
Plus, we took him to a place to get healed. Mr. McAlmost Dead could use some of that shit.
Alright, well, in that case, you head out there. And it doesn't take you very long to... it really does not take you very long to get there. It's close to the outside of town. And
Oh,
as you arrive, you see this large house with great, like, glass pane windows that cover most of the surfaces of the roof. Few windows in front, a large oaken door, and it has this very warm feel. As you even see, like, a terrace of flowers out front.
Okay. It's very quaint, yes?
Wait, what happened to Jack?
That the guy?
The old man. Is he with us?
This is a good question.
Oh, wait, that's right. Who had him on your back?
He was
thought he was
on
not.
mine.
Yeah.
In that case, he is right in front of all of you, since he would have been jumped through by the teleporter too.
Well,
As he,
so now that you're a free man, Jack, what are your plans?
he rubs his head and looks around. Honestly,
YouTube superstar.
honestly, I have. I can't do his voice right now. God,
You sound
Honestly, I'm
it wasn't Deckard Cain.
says you whippersnapper son of a bitch.
I'm not used to breathing in the clean air.
Diablo Tristram bullshit. Fuck.
And what he says is, honestly, I don't have much of. Okay.
English,
Yes,
motherfucker. Do you
Try. I don't have much of a clue.
Yes, honestly, I'm not very sure. You see, I wasted over 72 years of my life in that prison. I don't know what much else there is in this world anymore.
What did you do to deserve 72 years in a prison?
He was a guy.
He looks over and
Marriage
says,
is illegal. You know how it goes. Yeah.
I was one of the soldiers on the front line during the Second War. I fought against the Enchantress and the Witch, back when they tried to overthrow our world.
But why keep you alive? Why not just kill you?
Fun.
I'm not sure.
Well, your knowledge could be very useful to us. Do you wish to travel with us?
He considers before shaking his head. There's nothing that I know that would be of use to you. As I said, 72 years have whittled away this old mind.
Well, you
I
fought
guess
against the
another-
Enchantress. We're eventually going to have to fight her. Surely you have some wisdom you can pass on.
He rubs his chin and says, well, she's borderline immortal, I know that. There's only one thing in this world that scares her, and that's you. And I don't know why.
She should be afraid of us. Have you seen this guy? Points to Brazen.
Don't ask me how or why, but that's all there is I can say. All I know beyond that are bars and crappy food.
Well, they kind of make a respectful bow, like nod, bow thing, you know. And I say, well, I hope that your journey hereforth has a happier ending than your last one.
He nods his head before thinking.
Hope you find peace.
You know, I think I might actually have some family in town. If you're looking to get some kind of reward, I'm sure you could speak to them.
Reward don't sound half bad.
Who needs a reward? Only reward needed is good day's work and stiff drink afterwards.
Well, my family owns a brewery. No, I'm kidding.
You have my attention.
Wait, where did Brazen go? Well, all I have is this note says meet you there. That's weird.
This whole time, the Brazen you were with was made by multiplicative body ability. You're like, oh shit, I out.
Well,
Fly, bottle, fly.
well, we have to check after our friend, but I might take you up on that meeting your family.
I'll be in town. Recovering. I think I could probably use... I think at the very least, he says, holding up some of the old swords he got from the armory. I could make a few coins off of this to get a place to rest.
My Plazmas will be with you.
Well, that'll work. I say,
I'll meet you.
yes, well, we'll meet you there. Let us check on our friend first. All right. Well,
Hobbles off.
is it Aldous or Mardus?
Mardus is Demi's character.
Mardus. I am Mardus.
Oh, okay. So the wizard though, or what's his name?
Aldous.
Aldous. Okay, that's it.
Oh, frick.
So it is all okay. Gotcha. Okay. So shall we head back to Aldous?
But I thought you were going to see Mardus.
Well, the two of you can.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought. My brain. I thought Mardus
Brazen
was
and
in
older
with
Hawke.
Aldous. Okay.
No.
No.
Well, then we'll check on Mardus, or I'll check on Mardus first.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was gonna
So
head to the Grey Knight's outpost and look up for information about the Enchantress.
So it looks
you
like
can continue.
everyone except one person is going to see Dimi.
I'm mostly going to drop
Yes.
off almost dead Hawke.
At the apothecary.
Yeah.
As I will say, the three of you will arrive at the apothecary.
Making an
And-
exchange.
Yeah,
And-
make an exchange.
And you'll see the apothecary tending to Mardus as he kind of glances up when he hears the bells on his door ring.
Hello, sleepyhead!
As more or less, I just kind of have
just
one
wrong.
kind of propped up and him relaxing, like. So I fell unconscious after that fight. What happened?
Yes! You had heart attack, apparently.
I am in great physical health. How could this have happened? I could get it.
Demon shadow.
And then Hawke limps in after.
Just because that's
Brazen.
all that happened to you.
Yes, medicine guy. This one's almost dead.
Very blunt.
He looks to him and says, I will tend to his wounds. Lay him on a bed.
Might be a little bit more serious than a heart attack this time.
In the meantime,
More serious?
now that most of you are here, there's something that I was asked to give you.
Is it the deed to a brewery?
Is it our bill?
He goes through
Wow.
he goes through his drawer and pulls out some papers. None of the above, he says.
Oh, good.
It's a summons, he says, handing it over.
Oh, God.
Oh, let's see that here. I'll snatch it. I won't snatch. I'll just grab it and read it.
It's the mayor, isn't it?
It is the mayor wanting to speak to you about the destruction of his city during the full moon
Great.
celebration.
I read it with a heavy sigh. Well, the
We
mayor wants to
didn't
talk
break
to
it.
us about the
All we
destruction.
broke out of that whole thing was a flower pot. And maybe a bar stool.
I wasn't even there. I ran out of the city, so...
I was
I have no problem.
unconscious and captured, so.
So was I.
Well, it
so-
sounds like all of our stories are pretty legit. Let's go ahead and talk to him then. We have no worries.
Yeah, 3 of us passed out into an coma-like state. One of us was possessed by a demon, and the other one was drunk. He's always drunk, though, so...
Alright, but that's
It's when
something new.
he's sober when you gotta be afraid.
It's true. Oh my god. When he's sober, he does over 500 damage.
Yes, I've seen it
Anyway,
myself.
Especially when somebody's stolen his drinks and drank them.
Yeah. Well, you don't want
Yeah.
you don't want him to be sober and then drink in front of him. That's like the worst case.
Yeah. That's signing your death warrant right
Yeah.
then and there.
Pretty much.
After seeing him get in, I'm going to try to get up and join with the rest of them. Like, okay, well, I'm here to finally help and not be, a useless shit knocked out.
Everything hurts when you move, but you are able to.
By the way, by now Hawke is on the bed, waiting to be attended to.
As the apothecary will go over to attend to you, as while I am pulling up the appropriate rolls, go ahead and continue role-playing.
As I'm kind of just looking, I look at them. So tell me what happened exactly.
I almost died.
Obviously.
Yes. The brothers got kidnapped, then, small one here got possessed, killed the person who summoned the shadows. We then went out to middle of nowhere, went to a beach. I made a giant-ass sandcastle. This is another story, though. But we found a cave, we go in, shit happened, we rescue them, more shit happened. I made 2 men explode, and then we got out.
Well, we found out our main rivalry here, I guess. She's a devil woman that goes by the name of Antalee.
Can I make some kind of check on that, Joel?
She is a witch.
Oh no.
Enchantress.
Enchantress witch.
Can I make some kind of check on that, Joel? It's like, would I know?
She is demon.
Annalee, yeah, or Antalee, sorry, yeah.
Alright, so I'll try to... what kind of check would it be?
Probably a cult.
No, it's going to be a history check in this case.
Oh,
Yeah,
history.
I made it and I failed terribly, so don't fail.
Alright, so I'm going
Oh,
to...
wait, no, it wasn't Antalee, it was Antalee.
Delay, but still a history check?
Yeah.
Alright. What I get? Is that... Okay, that's 111.
111?
I have to kind of like... I had to lean in really fucking close to my computer, and I feel really fucking stupid.
Don't worry, Demi. Whenever you roll shit, I'll tell you what it is.
Honestly, this one is a little... I'm trying to think exactly.
Carver is correct. At least it's not 137.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Did pass average.
As I'll make a quick little head scratch, like, Antalee.
No, you know what? Considering the age and how old that name would be, no. You don't. You need at least
Even if my guy particularly hunts down servants of the witch, I wouldn't have even a guess.
I'll push you up to difficult because of your experience.
Right, like what I particularly do.
In that case, you know the name Anna Lay. Anna Lay was the wife of the King of the Sun over, I think, around 300 years ago now.
Traitor.
So I'll say I've heard of the name. It's been long, but roughly 3 centuries ago, I believe she was the wife of the Sun King.
It was, like, as story goes, she betrayed her, she ended up betraying her country because of a... She ended up betraying the King of the Light because basically originally she had found a lover and had been seeing him in secrecy. And when the king basically killed that lover, that she swore revenge on him and essentially left the Kingdom of Light.
So
And joined with the witch.
all right, so I'll look at them and say I believe she had joined the others and left because of a secret love quarrel. That's just my understanding. It was something that my master had told me.
All of this over a love quarrel?
And I kind of give her a look. Love is a very powerful thing.
Yes, I mean, destroying the king is one thing, but what she's doing is total annihilation.
I kind of shrug. Then perhaps it was a powerful love or madness.
Yeah. You would think she would be researching ways to bring her love back from the dead. Oh, but I digress. My mind is wandering.
Can I get a cult check on that, by the way, Joltz? Like, bringing back the dead, like, would that have been the smarter choice, or
Zombie apocalypse.
Well, maybe the king made her a
or
promise.
would I be more than aware of the fact that doing that would not be the same way?
Ask that again.
Alcohol is tasty.
Okay. I was going to say, could I make some kind of like a cult check? Like, yeah, she could bring him back, but if he's lost but it probably wouldn't be the same person if she did, right?
No, this is common sense for everyone. Once you die, you are reincarnated. You only, those who die or are dead for too long become soulless. And the souls do not remain in this world. Not without powerful reasoning.
Oh, that's right.
They become part of the life stream.
Yeah, it's literally, it's literally called the soul stream. It's actually the very thing that gives
Sticks.
mana to the world.
So,
Like the soul...
Sorry, I was... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that the soul stream is literally the thing that gives magic to the world.
Oh.
And that is and literally not being able to... Every soul going back there is kind of what keeps refreshing, and it keeps it moving. Very few things live in that existence because anything there gets assimilated into it.
So my guess is that the witch made a promise to her that if she resurrected her, or at least helped in this, that she would get her revenge, which she will.
I'll nod my head. Yeah, I believe it's.
I'm only speculating.
It must have been a powerful love for her to do this. That or madness has taken her by now.
Yes. I would imagine it's pretty easy being taken over by madness when dealing with one as powerful as the Witch Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just one more reason why I won't feel bad when I kill her. Well, once we find a way out.
I agree. This enchantress must be gone, and from there we can work on cutting off the head.
So, out again, question: the Sun King, does he's still around?
Oh yeah, he survived 3 centuries. He's one of the gifted ones, just like the Moon King.
Okay.
I wonder why the Sun King would be as important as the Moon King. Ah, Joltz. It's almost like they're celestial bodies.
Yeah, that's essentially what's going. That's essentially what's going on with them right now. Both of them have existed for centuries, but no one has seen them since the fall of the Second War.
Nice.
It's secretly Brazen now.
which means that no one has seen them in over 60 years.
Oh my. Wait, the war was that recent? Shit.
Yeah. It's, a lot of people remember it, but a lot of people have begun to play it off as mythos, since a lot of people never even saw the witch. It was mostly the undead attacking.
Right. But there's some of us who are well versed and well trained in these things.
Well, if there was a giant war, I think it would probably be as memorable as we take World War II.
Joltz, I sent you a message on Skype, FYI.
Alright.
Well, I'm going to
The
go
War
grab
of the
my
Undead
Switch.
is very The War of the Undead is very prominent in everyone's mind. It's just that a lot of people don't recognize it.
So
Don't recognize the
basically,
witch.
They understand that the war was a real, dreadful thing, but they just don't believe that the real power behind it was what people say it was.
Right.
Alright.
Mostly because there was not a lot of proof behind it. All they know is that they fought a long, arduous war against the undead, and then all of a sudden, a great light expanded from the woods, which basically washed away all the undead, except for the very few that could stand on their own power and merit.
Mm.
And those few have slowly but surely began to integrate into society, but it's still like a very slow process.
You mean people like the Enchantress?
The Enchantress is a different case altogether. She is not an undead.
Questionably.
The Enchantress is a chimera, a creature created through chaotic mutation.
Almost as bad.
Chimeras are basically
I know what a chimera is, Bill.
Okay.
I've watched Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. She is the equivalent to a chimera. There.
Cool. Okay, so what are we doing?
Stuff.
Cool.
Well, I say, Mardus, we were on our way to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Yes. We just have to follow this yellow brick road to get to him. Oh wait, no, that's just a stream of pee left by Brazen. Never mind.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
What can I say? I drink a lot.
So I kind of wait. What have I missed in like the last 30 seconds I was gone?
Brazen pissed everywhere.
I said we just need to follow this yellow brick road, but I was mistaken. It was actually just a stream of pee from Brazen peeing.
Right. So I'll look and say, is there a trail to follow by chance?
Oh no, we know how to get there. It's just right up this road here.
It's the
Point in the random
library.
direction. Yeah.
It's the big ass library.
Yeah.
I mean about dealing with this enchantress.
I'm interested to hear what he has to say about her, to be honest.
All right. Let's go find out.
Alright, so you guys are heading to go see Aldous?
Well, they are. I'm still in the Grey Knight's place.
Hawke,
Here's the big question.
Do you need me to stay here with you, or are you going to be good on your own?
Who?
We're all starting to separate again.
Well, we're leaving Hawke behind.
Yeah, because he's got to
So
recover.
I'm asking Hawke, do you need me here, or are you okay on your own?
Make one more roll for this guy.
Damn.
The doctor is doing decent.
Yeah, as you see the doctor, the doctor basically just stops the bleeding and stabilizes your condition, so you'll begin natural healing. Which
I
would
wasn't
be
bleeding.
He
in
was
the
already
first
stopped
place.
bleeding and stabilized.
alright. Then in that case, the
He
doctor
is
can't do
clotted.
anything else. He's just giving you a place to stay.
Oh. Shit.
Give him some of the good drugs.
No medicine for the poor, almost dead.
Brazen pulls out his sword, looks at the
Well-
dial, turns into a giant plus symbol.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
God dang it.
It just turns into a
Healing
big
form!
syringe. You just plug it into him. I would be.
Oh
amazed.
man.
Giving a sword
But-
to do it.
But I'll say this, that he is giving you medicine. Otherwise, he'd be taking a negative 40 to all of his medicine checks.
Oh, because he's really bad at this.
All right. Well, we're gonna go see we're gonna go see all this, and then I'll come right back afterwards. All right, buddy, hang in there. And I just kind of shake him a little to make sure that he understood.
And Hawke is just gonna glare at her, like, really? Why'd you shake me when
I didn't like shake
hurt?
you like a, I just kind of like nudged you to make sure you were like conscious and heard me.
I'm still just gonna glare at you, like, really?
I'll just smile. Say.
You'll know if you would like to go to sleep, I can... And he pulls out a bottle out of nowhere. I can give you some of these.
They're gonna give you the good drugs.
He just hangs his head and says, "No, I'm fine."
Okay, good. We go.
Okay, we'll see you in a jiffy.
He just nods and just sits there on the bed.
As you see the man smile at you, he looks very monkish in appearance. It'll be fine. I'll take care of you.
Dun dun dun.
And suddenly he pulls out a knife. No, I'm kidding.
Like I took care of your other friend.
Mardus is perfectly fine.
Or is he?
Mardus, you feeling okay?
And he's already fallen over dead.
Yeah, besides the fact that his head's on backwards.
Gimme.
Well,
I was talking to you, bro.
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I think my headphones are a little fucked up. What's up?
I said, Mardus, you feeling okay? The doctor's being a little shady.
I kind of look as I'll rub my back a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Kind of give him a leery look.
He'll be fine as long as he doesn't look in the mirror and see that he's got a penis now stitched to his forehead.
Bitch!
And that's when we find out the apothecary is really a witch doctor.
Or a dickhead.
I gotta go
unintended.
kill him. I'm sorry, guys.
And a plastic surgeon.
Well, okay, I have a question for you guys. How are you going to find all this?
We know where he is.
We're supposed to meet back with him anyways because he was researching something for us.
Well, no, I was
Oh, yeah,
supposed to meet
right.
back for him so he could read my dream bullshit.
That's right, he was going to interpret your dream. So in that case, yes.
Well, no,
you
he
know
was
exactly-
researching the book that we found in the very first session. Wasn't he?
That blew up.
Or the
Yeah,
symbol,
that
the symbol.
well, all right, yeah, the symbol.
I'm lost.
Good.
A lot.
That's why I'm not with you guys at the moment.
Alright, so yeah. He was researching the symbol and also intended to give Brazen the dream treatment after the festival. So you choose to go to him before you go to the mayor?
We have to do that too.
Wait, why do we have to go to the mayor?
I vote we skip town.
Let's
Because
talk
he's...
about the destruction.
I have idea. The two of you, he's pointing at Mardus and Angela. You go talk to Magic Man. I go straighten out problem at town hall.
I kind of look at Brazen. No.
Well, I'll,
But I did not
I
see
look
Wait,
I
is
look at
Magic Man
Angela.
interpreting your dream?
Right.
Yes, but I am not tired.
So I'll just smack him on the shoulder. Why don't you go with Angela? I'll go handle his town hall.
Oh,
But-
what? You do not think I know how to play politics?
I kind of give you a up and down
I'm just
look.
afraid if you forget how to play politics, what will happen?
I have the social etiquette score final of 120.
I don't believe you. Not for a fucking minute.
Good. I was lying.
Let me guess, you beat the shit out of the teacher to give you that grade, didn't you? Admit it?
No, but I have intimidation score final of 100.
Well, guys, keep in mind, we have nothing to hide from the mayor. Everything we did was legit. So
All right, so I'll look at Angela. Why don't you just catch me up on what I should? What should I tell the mayor that basically there's shadowy creatures hunting us down? Or
not just us, everyone. I mean,
I'll-
I fled out of town, and so he can't relate me to everything that happened. I know you guys can,
So-
but
I'll come out.
so there's shadowy creatures hunting down everyone in town, and we did everything in our power to stop them. That's what I'm going to tell him.
Yeah, he's the mayor. That's his job to find out. It's not our job.
So I said, why don't I go handle that? Brazen, Angela, why don't you go to the Magic Man?
Fine.
All right, I'll jump
Let
onto your
me
shoulder.
have my own fun.
And that's when I realized I have horrible persuasion skills.
Wait a minute.
Send the smallest person with Brazen, because that'll stop him.
I have the best persuasion skill.
Carver, you're joining me, I see.
Yes.
Alright, so perhaps... Wait, Carver, you're a part of the Grey Knights, aren't you?
Yes, I have a very high standing.
Well then, this will
with
be perfect. Me and you
everybody.
both can...
Huge diplomacy check.
Perfect. Me and you will work just fine together. I'll start to hobble off, leaning heavily on my, once again, covered halberd, as it's covered in that red cloth again.
All right. So you're heading to see the mayor, and you guys are heading to see the mage.
Sure.
And Hawke is
anyone
sitting
going
up the
with Mardus?
apothecary.
Yep.
Carver's
By the-
with me, Joltz.
Carver. Okay, so Carver's going with you. As just along the way, you guys will probably walk for about an hour. I'll go ahead and do another medicine roll. As basically at one point you see a bit of blood splurt up. Oops. Wrong move. Sorry.
You idiot!
Blood splurt from where?
One of his sword wounds.
Oh.
I look at him unimpressed.
Wait, why are we hearing stuff from older Hawke? He's not with us anymore.
Just
We left an hour ago.
he only had like a 20% chance of failure, but he rolled it.
Wah, 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 wah. Could have been a crit fail. I mean, that'd have sucked.
Oh, if it was a crit fail, he would have started bleeding out again.
And I have no Xeon or anything to help
Hawke,
to do anything.
while you're laying there, start accumulation.
I only have 5 Xeon left.
Oh, that's another big deal, actually. Since you're so low on Xeon, you're taking an all-action penalty of -40, and also you lose half of your fatigue.
Not half our fatigue.
Damn, what'd you do to Joltz to piss him off, man?
Low Xeon's a big deal.
Jason, you should have kept your mouth closed.
I told you at the end of last session I would have only had very little Xeon left.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was 5. You have to be less than 40 to get that penalty.
For Pete's sake.
I know an ability
I-
somebody needs to invest in, or an advantage.
Oh man, but yeah. So who would like to go first? Would you like to do the mage scene, or would you like to do the mayor scene?
I'm just gonna curl up in a ball and hide in the apothecary, by the
Alright,
way.
Joltz, roll a 1d2.
Yep.
Heh, 1 it's us, 2 it's them. Cool,
It's
it's them.
All right, mayor it is. As Mardus, Carver, you guys walk through the city as you see a lot of these high-rise like bridges going across the rooftops. As you walk over, you see the streams of like different lanterns hanging. As a couple of them have been like crushed and destroyed. As you see bits of walls have been decayed away by these creatures. and you see scratch marks left along the ground and across some windows.
I look at Carver as we're going, kind of using him as a bit of a consultant, like. So the creatures attacked more than just us. Which I do love how my picture shows one of those shadowy creatures in the background.
Yeah.
I just
You see the
realized.
Oh
You
yeah,
see the
that's
path-
terrifying.
Yeah. You see the path of destruction leads directly to you. Like to where you were.
Damn.
Said that thinking closed out a roll 20.
Yeah, that is actually what they look like too.
Actually, there's 2 of them.
That's funny. I don't know how I didn't notice that, but I guess that's kind of perfect for my character.
It is.
So,
Maybe you ran
Okay.
into these things before, Mardus.
perhaps I am
You should
trained
not
in
even
fighting
known
the
it.
supernatural.
The world will never know.
Well, I mean, I do, but... Alright,
But the
so...
world never know.
Right, so I'll look at Carver kind of like, these things were everywhere then. I thought it was just localized.
I'm not exactly sure what happened to the rest of the city. I know I was attacked after I walked off a different direction from Angela and Hawke, and next thing I know, hearing whispers in the dark, and it attacked me.
I see.
Then I was unconscious. Heart attack of some sort of, I guess.
Another thing
Right.
is the streets are like unnaturally silent. Like a lot of people are scared to come outside.
Hmm.
And eerily enough, there's a single, what looks like a child stuffed animal laying on the ground with a stuffing coming out of the neck.
Oh, yeah,
I'll,
that's
of
not
course-
creepy.
Of course, weighing heavily on my halberd, will actually lean down to pick it up.
You rolled good on these things, if I remember correctly, didn't you, Mardus? Your occult
Good
check
on
on them?
Yeah, I rolled really fucking well on them.
You remember that these things have a favored food.
Children.
Yep.
Oh.
Kinda fucked up.
It literally states it in the book.
Excuse me, I have to go be sad for a moment.
What is the age range of child? Just so we're clear.
I imagine it's somewhere. I imagine it's somewhere underneath the age of teen, like 13 and under.
Okay, good. Because my character's 17, so I mean,
You're
is
closer.
he considered a child?
You'd
Well-
be considered a young adult, if
Okay.
anything else.
In
Well, at
specific
least
for
they don't
these
go-
things-
At least they don't
Any-
go by height.
Yeah.
Attack by height.
Well, I'd be screwed.
Joltz,
I'm
you're
already
saying
screwed. These things are already gonna kill me anyway. So.
I was gonna say that for these things, any age that is below the age that you start to rationalize things like the boogeyman.
So yeah, a little bit under 13.
So I'm in danger, is what you're saying.
Basically, their favorite prey are children because children show the most fear.
Yeah. Well.
Right.
All right.
Man, then
So-
Angela's
so-
like, I'm carrying around an all-you-can-eat buffet
Yeah, I
for
am a
89
buffet.
people.
These things
So
really.
I know. I actually had to roll willpower on all of them so they didn't just all suddenly turn and converge on Angela.
Oh, boy.
I will hold this one, and decide instead of putting it back on the ground, I'm actually going to put it on my belt there, and just hold on to it for a while until I can get it properly taken care of, and or hopefully find the child it belongs to.
If you
Alright.
find the child it belongs to.
I know that's kind of my
Don't
fears.
say if.
Yeah.
If is bad.
Anyway, moving on.
My art.
Right.
Alright.
Let's
You
go,
guys
Carver.
continue to walk as you start heading towards the mayor's office, and basically you continue walking up towards the mayor's office as you see this very large building off in the distance. It was very well decorated, you could tell, and you see that the two giant front doors are open, and you see inside is this large lobby with a indoor a waterfall, and you see that they have someone working. You see there's an indoor waterfall. You see that the place is really nice looking, and you can see the mayor inside currently pouring a glass of water.
I'll lean over to Carver. How much do you think they manipulate the people to get this money to pay for this?
Probably pretty heavily.
Yeah, I
A
imagine so.
jack shit ton.
Right, so all of a sudden I have a small distaste for whoever this mayor is right away.
You guys make assumptions quick. Okay.
I mean, unless this guy comes from fucking wealth, I can only imagine he's taxating the people heavily for this.
I won't say much since you guys don't know Ace.
Right. We don't know this guy, so I'm going to just start to approach with Carver here, like, come on.
Alright, you guys approach as the mayor will turn, hearing your footsteps, and look over. Are you the ones that I sent for?
I nod.
Where are your friends?
Dealing with one of us who is injured and or looking into something. We're here to speak for the rest of them.
I hope you speak well, because half of my city has been severely damaged because of this. Exactly why did you bring those things here?
Before we continue this conversation, though, I'm going to make a symbol with my hands, and I want to see if there's any other powerful beings around me. Holy shit! Just I don't trust it.
Yeah, there's 2 more decently powerful people in this room. You see that both of the consultants that he was talking to, both are pretty decently strong. He himself, though, is weak.
Okay, so I look at those 2. Do you trust those men with your lives? As I'll look at both of them.
Of course. They're from the Magistrate's Council.
I see.
They run the city.
I thought you were the mayor. Do you not run the city? Or
I
are you
make
merely a
decisions.
representative?
I am both the representatives and I make the decisions when things are in tough conditions. But it is the Council of the Magistrate that runs the Order of Five Mages who run the city.
So I'll look and kind of realize I guess I'll have to keep these 2 in the room even though I don't like it. So I'll look up and so the man had asked what made us bring these creatures into the city. And I say, we did not. We merely fought them. They had come of their own volition. Or, actually, I correct. They had come because someone sent them.
And who exactly is this someone? You hear one of the people ask.
Kind of give him a glare. I believe it is one of a minion of a much greater foe. She's called the Enchantress. Perhaps you would know.
Why have you brought them to our gates?
Ancillay is their actual name.
We haven't brought anybody anywhere.
And I nod my head again. They came because they sought after powerful individuals. I kind of give him the look of warning that yes, we are powerful individuals.
He doesn't seem fazed, as he actually looks pretty angry at you, as the other one seems to look a little bit more sympathetic.
And say, they had come for us, but they had also come for a number of other people. I think they wanted to make things look worse and spread a bit of fear, which I have seen they'd have.
You see the other one stand up and say, I apologize on behalf of my friend. You see, during the attack, the mayor's daughter was taken, and motion runs rather high at the moment.
How old was she?
6 years old.
What were these creatures called?
Shadows.
The shadows have a tendency to favor young. They spread They spread fear, and children are susceptible to fear.
Sorry.
Kind of. But
Yeah. Never mind. She says, she nods her head and says, right. As she understands that.
And I'll actually feel a bit humbled by this fact. I'll kind of look at the mayor and say, if I can, I will see if I can't retrieve her daughter. But I'll keep it quiet at that. Bye, Joltz. We miss you.
You see, he doesn't, like, he wants to be angry at you. He wants to have someone to blame, but at the same time, he doesn't exactly, like, he's not giving you a glare or anything. He's just looking down at the ground, solemn. As the guy in the room, the other guy in the room, the one who the meritocracy will kind of look over and say, "You think you can do anything about this? After all, wasn't it you who brought it here? Wasn't it you who got her kidnapped to begin with? We can't exactly blame them for the
I'll
action of
instantly stop him. Shush. It could have easily just been you. Two powerful mages like yourself, or would I know they're mages? Does the power come from the one, or is it more key-based?
You can't tell through erudition, but the mayor did call them a meritocracy.
So two powerful mages could have easily attracted them. They were after any powerful individual. This could easily be your fault too.
They did not even try to come after us. They were tunnel visioned onto you.
But yet, the little girl's gone
right now.
So I kind of look, and yet a little girl is missing. So that's me kind of saying, no, it wasn't tunnel vision onto us.
It seemed to want to go after the mayor partially.
I kind of nod my head at that.
He looks very irritated at you, especially with the attitude you're kind of giving him. As you see the girl speak up and say,
"I'm being sympathetic. I'm calling out that."
You flat out told
mage.
him to shush. You flat out told him to shush.
I told that mage to shut up. I'm being kind to the mayor.
Oh yeah, you're being kind to him. That's the reason he's staying quiet. I'm saying this guy looks pissed. As you see the other mage, the girl, sighs and says, "Look, he makes a point. We cannot regard him for the actions of others. And if he is willing to help, he may be more of a help than any of the other people in this city. After all, there's very few of us with any sort of power, and it might just be them that we need to turn to for help. I refuse to ask for the help of someone who caused all this to begin with."
Motherfucker. We're about to have a fucking throwdown here.
I'm ready to go.
I'll kind of give him a look at...
The mayor holds his hand up.
Bye, Joltz.
Basically,
I still have that teddy bear on my head, bro.
I'll be standing with my arms crossed with a look of annoyance on my face for that one mage.
You mean like in the game usually?
Yeah.
Like that motherfucker.
As you see, the mayor will sigh and say, "It is within my right to make a decision in the moment, and seeing as how the council is not together here to veto this decision, all I would require is one of you to state on my behalf. Under that circumstance, I'd wish to give them the chance to help us." "Absolutely not," you hear him say. As you see the girl nod her head. "Very well. I will uphold the mayor's decision." "What?" he says, looking over.
Big eating grin, like. But of course, I'll quickly go back to a calm and composed look.
Fine. But you have 72 hours.
To do what?
To find her. As the girl will sigh and say,
Unfortunately, this is a compromise that we are required to do.
So
You
I'll,
have s-
I'll approach the mayor, and I'll kind of, with my walking stick, I'll say, "Do you have something of hers, perhaps?"
He points to the teddy bear. That she carried it around everywhere.
So it just so happens to be that this is her teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So I kind of look
What a
down.
coincidence.
And say, what a quinky dink.
Makes
And I will-
sense. She was in town celebrating the festival, and then all of a sudden, jump scare.
So I'll nod my head and say, 3 days. All right. Wait, 72 hours. Did I do my math right there? Yeah, it's about 3 days. About 3 or 4. Okay, so
It is
So-
3.
yeah, it is 3. Okay, I thought so.
So you have. So yeah. What do you plan on doing with this teddy bear?
Oh, I was going to see about using it as a lure of some form. I was gonna pull some bullshit.
As they say, as the mayor nods, I suppose this will be the meeting adjourned then. Please take this to your friends, and if you can, please find her.
Wait, was he giving me? I didn't hear you.
He says this will be meeting adjourned. Please find her. Please take this to your friends and find her. Talking about the teddy bear. As you see the girl will nod her head, sympathetic look, looking nervous, standing with this guy alone, the other council member, as she starts to walk out. As the mayor goes to do some business of his own, along the walk you'll see the guy stop, look at you. I hope that you're more skilled. I hope that you're more skilled at tracking than you are at etiquette.
And being the Grey Knight that I am, I'll shoot that mage a look of "Don't cross me, or I will kill you."
Like I slowly appear from behind Carver, just middle finger.
Yeah, I'll be with my arms crossed, looking at, give him a look of "Don't cross me or my friends. I don't care who you are. I will kill you."
Like just the look, it all says it right there. Like, oh shit.
Let me make this clear. If you ever cross me, there will not be enough power in the heavens to save you. As he walks off.
What about a sword that can kill a god?
So I look at Carver after he leaves. Do you think he's ever hurt anyone?
But I didn't zoned out for a second.
Wait, fuck no. I kind of look at him and say, "Do you think that mage has ever hurt anyone?"
Well, we the Grey Knights tend to deal with a lot of magic users. Not always good ones.
Hmm.
But he doesn't seem that. I don't like him right off the bat.
Right. I say, perhaps I have a trick for him then. All right, let us get back to the others.
Agreed.
At least the other two are reasonable.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
go
no,
the way
I
thought
no.
it was going to.
Alright,
Yeah, like
Like,
my that's
Here
why
in
my
the
character might just be.
distance, Hawke, cheering for Carver and Mardus, for they have won us another
Mission.
mission.
Right. Here's the reason
Actually
why
kill
Mardus.
himself in.
Here's the reason why Mardus went is because he knew he'd be dealing with dumb bullshit, and he has a lot of experience.
Alright. So let's go ahead and move back over to Brazen and Angela. You guys are going.
I am back at the library. This is fun.
I'm riding on his shoulders.
Alright. You guys go inside. You guys go inside as you see the library is
fairly empty. Only the librarian is here, and you know about the secret room already. So when you guys go back there, you see, well, there's no one there at first, but you do see a small creature looking through a bunch of papers on the table, as it seems to be taking out papers, stamping some with a green stamp and stamping others with a red stamp.
Excuse me, sir. We're looking.
Creature?
Yeah, did you say
Yeah.
creature or preacher?
Creature. There's this
cool.
there's this itty bitty little
Hawke.
itty bitty little winged creature that is just like it's
Okay,
got
you said
like
winged.
long
Okay.
yeah, it's got long nails, it's got a
As long as it's not a
It's-
spider.
no, it's not a spider.
Not with the magic.
You're not here.
I know.
And-
Once we get there.
There
Hold
are-
on, Carver.
You
Calm
have,
down.
you have to realize, while you were talking to the Marin, that this is taking place.
He knows that, but he's
Oh, yeah.
curious. He just wants to know.
He's
Because
like,
if there's
you
a
think
spider
they're
in
dealing
there,
with a spider right now?
It makes it easier.
Well,
so you
I
don't have to
did-
explain it to him. Yeah.
Well, Dimian, you know there could be spiders. You know, I remember from my last game I played with you.
Fuck you.
All out of game information aside, I say, excuse me, sir.
All right,
I'm
so
looking for
as I was
Altus.
describing, it's like this. You see
Here's
this little
Altus.
winged creature with talon feet, dove-like feathers across its body, and red eyes, and it has opposable thumbs on its hand. As it looks up from where it is, all this, it asks, "Who are you?"
We're friends of
Hi,
Aldous. We're here to meet him. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I'll
It's
let
probably
you
better
do
if the
that.
big guy talks.
No, go ahead. I interrupted.
I said, well, my friend and I here are friends of Aldous, so we're here to meet with him. Do you know where he is?
The word friend would not be adequate. More like expected acquaintances.
Okay, yeah, well, that's not important.
Master is here, yes.
Well,
Would you like me to send for him?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
With that, he immediately starts to flap his wings
Can I
and
roll a
take
knowledge on
flight.
what this creature is? Sorry to interrupt.
Sure. Roll,
You are a creepy shit thing.
roll magic appraisal.
Okie dokie.
It is probably familiar, yes?
Nope.
What do I know what that is?
Nope, you have no idea what this creepy little bird thing is.
I could probably do better.
I
Let's
rolled a
see!
2. I critically failed.
I didn't do much better.
Angela, roll D100.
Oh god.
Okay, I can do... Oh, I can do that.
Oh god, something random's about to happen.
61.
You have never seen anything like this before, and just looking at it kind of gives you the creeps.
Okay, on a scale of I want to get
Or-
out of there to I want to poke it, where am I at right now?
Probably, it's more of a feeling of you probably want to poke it, I guess. It would be more of a
Okay.
curious feeling. Because it's not really like... Because it's not something that you're just finding off-putting about its form or its look. It's about the magic you're feeling coming off of it. It doesn't feel right,
Yeah,
kind of
so
thing.
Do you feel this creature has a lot of magic emitted from it? I am very curious, and I mean, I'm not gonna go poke it right now
Get a
just
pointy
because
stick.
he's summoning his master, and that would be suspicious if I'm in the room with them when he's summoning them, poking his creature.
Right.
So I'll resist the urge for now if I can. I'll poke him later.
Alright.
Quick, get the
As-
pointy stick.
You'll see it fly off into the other room, and you'll hear
so
it.
weird.
You can hear it chanting some kind of spell before all of a sudden you hear a large gust of wind that blows past the. Basically, you got curtains that go into a back room, and he flew past those curtains. And you just suddenly see wind bellow through the curtains, and then you see him walk, and you see Aldous walk out. As he'll look at each of you.
Hello,
That's the guy.
Spirit Sword Man.
Hello, Aldous.
As he'll
How's it
look-
going?
He nods his head.
Shaka bra!
He says, "Things are going fine. I see you decided to meet up after all."
Well, yes,
I
you
was
have
like-
information to give us, dreams to translate, and we have some questions for you.
We apologize for being late. Many things have happened, including kidnapping and monsters.
Which I'm sure you're aware of.
He nods. I've heard quite a bit.
And the Sandcastle.
He nods his head and says, "Well, I honestly am rather impressed that you just decided to show up after all that. So at the very least, I suppose I can give you some of the information that you asked for."
Why are you impressed that we came back?
Honestly, I expected
went
half
down.
of you. Honestly, I expected half of you to be dead.
Well, you underestimate us then.
One almost died.
Well,
Shut up.
we're not telling him about that.
Probably knows.
In fact, none of us even took a scratch. No, I don't say that. I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Roll persuasion.
Yeah, roll. No,
Critically fails.
but yeah, I actually I shut up and listen. Wait for him to talk before I start rambling.
As he'll say, "Upon that symbol you wanted me to do research on,
Yes.
it belongs to... It actually dates back to the Second War, held by the banners of the undead. It represents the binding of legions. You see, the dragon is the greed that... The dragon itself is the greed of all of the... I'm trying to word this, sorry. The dragon is the greed that follows through all the bodies of their allies, and the greed binds their very soul. The representation is almost like a pirate flag, though a little more twisted in nature.
Okay, I didn't get all that from my notes. The dragon is the greed that follows.
The dragon is the greed that essentially embodies every man.
Okay.
And it's bound to the soul, which is the representation of the skull. As he says, he also says that it's almost as if it was a pirate flag, but it has a more sinister nature. If you're starting to see this symbol again, I would assume it's probably someone playing a trick. At least you had better hope it is.
Well, yes, we found the symbol in a journal that had our activities for a month logged. We're being followed by somebody who is clearly associated with the symbol. So, any information? So wait. So you're saying that we could be potentially being followed by undead, or at least those who worship?
He nods. Those who worship the old way those who worship the old way of the Second War would most likely use this symbol. Chances are it could be cultists. That's all I can tell you, though.
So the old way being that of the witch?
He
Possible.
nods
Can you shut it for me,
to
please?
some.
Okay.
He nods his head and says, "To some, but to most, the witch is simply a myth."
Well, I think I might have an idea who's following us, or at least who gave the initial command. A woman by the name, an enchantress by the name of,
Anale.
I'm sorry?
Anale or whatever it was.
Antale.
Antale, yeah.
Antale.
As-
That's close.
Antelope.
Yeah, antelope.
Kind of eye you curiously and say, 53-century-old wife.
That would be the one.
You understand how ridiculous that actually sounds.
Well, yep. It's, I would have said the same thing had I not seen her in her devilish appearance with my own 2 eyes.
Devilish, describe that.
She looked essentially like a devil. She seemed quite proud of her newfound power. In fact, she is supposedly unkillable, and is very tightly niched with the Witch Queen. Apparently, she thinks the Witch Queen. Yeah, I described that.
Brazen walks over, takes out a piece of paper and a pencil. In a matter of 3 minutes, draws this picture.
Okay. I'm gonna style it up.
I was joking, but okay.
Why not,
I
right?
take out a colored pencil and just draw some red on it.
Style.
Let's get some creative.
You draw a penciled sketch of the image.
That
It is not.
wasn't me.
Oh, okay, Angela, you roll a.
By the way, Angela open rolled
I
with that
open rolled.
style check.
Oh, really?
Oh, whoa. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, you both open rolled pretty much with
Yeah, both you
your
open rolled.
checks.
I essentially doubled my roll.
Nice
Brazen?
one, Angela.
Okay, Angela, you're stylish. Brazen, you put a piece of paper down on the table and begin to write. It takes you a little bit longer than 3 minutes, but within about 20 minutes to 30 minutes, you have a artist's pencil sketch of the Enchantress's appearance.
Here you go.
Didn't know Brazen was so artistic.
I did not either. And again, I did not think I could make man explode. I learned many things today.
I call bullshit. That's not the first person you've exploded.
Other people do not need to notice.
As he will take the paper and look it over. This appears to be a chimera, though I've never seen one of this exact nature.
I know, she looks a little batty to me.
Wow.
It would seem as if perhaps something of the path of chaos may have caused this. If your claims are true, which I am inclined to believe at this point, this would seem to be that some sort of mutation created among the chaos magic. Chances are, whatever little of her human mind remained is gone.
And what did you call her again? A Chimera?
Chimera.
Chimera? How way off.
Chimera.
Okay. Proceed.
Changed in this way. There's probably very little about her that's the same as it once was.
That would make sense.
As he hands the picture back to Brazen.
So maybe
I would not go around.
my theory is, you know, she wanted revenge on the king, made a deal with the witch, and as this progression through the years, you know, what has it been? 60. Well, it's been 60 years since the war. I don't know how long it's been since the affair, but she's had all this time for her body to be corrupted, and now she's no longer who she once was. She's merely a pawn for the witch queen. The witch bitch.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
That's
so my
very
question
possible.
to you is, the shadows that are being summoned, possibly being summoned by her, first of all, how do we kill her? And second of all, how do we stop these shadows from being summoned?
She's beyond my years, so I would not know how to kill her exactly. As for the shadows, there's very little way to actually stop them. You see, these beings are as basic as they get. They are simple beings created from darkness, nothing more. They are the lowest level of... They are the absolute lowest level of power.
Lowest?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so they're easy?
Yes, and so you've seen what they've done, and if they're the lowest lower, you can only, expect what's to come after, when the more powerful things start coming. So here's the deal. See, so I am under a strong belief that my companions and myself are the ones that are to stop this. So if we are to do that, we're going to need to know how to do so, or at least what direction we need to go in order to do so. Surely one of your books here can help us.
Unfortunately, these books will not be much of assistance to you. Chances are, if she is back, she's trying something different.
Well, what did they do in the first war when they fought against her?
Or the second one.
Or the second
he says, in the second war that ever occurred in this world, it was the King of the Sun and the King of the Moon who both united as brothers and destroyed the witch together.
Okay, so we just need Hawke and Carver.
Well, but they haven't been seen for 60 years.
I can go home.
He nods.
So we need to get the...
I fear that they may not be able to save this world a second time.
So perhaps maybe we should, and she sighs, speak with royalty?
It would not be a bad idea, but I do not guarantee that you would even get an audience. You see, there are many people in this world. If the gates just opened for everyone, then no work would ever get done. You would need some sort of summons or some sort of proof to enter. One that I'm afraid even an Archmage of the Winds cannot give you.
Yes, but if we were to procure an audience, we're going to them with nothing. We need more.
What more can I give you? You will have to find
You are a
the
mage.
evidence
You are
yourself.
the wisest. You are the most intellectual of the intellectuals.
But you're also asking for information that has not been touched upon for over 60 years. On top of that, up until now, I did not even believe in the coming of the witch, considering as how little circumstantial evidence was actually there. Considering how little evidence was there before, how much do you believe is here now, after the trail has gone cold?
It's there, trust me.
Oh, yes. Memories resurface. Could you scan her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He looks over. He puts a hand to your forehead as he's going to roll magic
I
appraisal.
believe you are looking for communication stone.
Yeah, we probably should have did this before I started spilling all the beans, but,
This is true. We may have stopped.
He takes a deep breath and just shakes his head before going to help.
Well,
He is going to go ahead and roll magic appraisal,
Cool.
as I will roll it in secrecy.
He critical fails.
what am I? Am I to roll something you said?
No, I am.
Oh, I thought you said
He's doing his own thing.
you do your own thing.
Joltz, did he critical fail?
Excuse me.
Nope, Barry.
You see,
Sexy!
oh, God.
Thank you.
You see him rest his hand against your head and close his eyes as he concentrates for a moment.
You might want to focus down
His
here.
hands-
I point to my shoe. That's kind of where it disappeared.
If it's in your body, I will sense it. He says through eyes closed.
So, I don't know how this works, sir.
It's not all about your shoes, Angela.
You take that back.
Is that still the alcohol joke?
God dang it. As he will after a moment of doing this, he will slowly remove his hand from your head, as both you will notice.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun. One of you explodes.
Shit out of that. I noticed that I explode. Oh, well, that's not cool. Oh,
Natural 100.
Holy orgy!
And I open roll.
Both of you open roll.
We noticed the shit out of this.
So, roll 1d100 plus 131 and 168. Go! Yeah. Go
After
Brazen, holy shit.
yeah, both of you
Damn.
got it. As
Way
you
to
notice
put my
that.
natural 100 to shame.
Oh
By the way,
man.
you'll never roll good for the rest of the entire game.
He after a moment he'll start to remove his hand from your head, and as he does so, both of you very subtly catch it. You see his hand shaking as he removes it from your head, before he grabs onto the seat that he's sitting on to still himself. As he says, "I don't believe I could see anything."
I help him to his seat and I say, well, you must have saw something. You're visibly shaken.
What did you guys see?
He was shaking. Something happened to him. He's shaking.
Could I roll to guess what could be the problem?
You would need the gift and magic appraisal.
Ah, shit.
Do I have a gift?
Only if Hawke was dead.
Angela, I think you do have the gift.
I don't have it as an advantage.
Yeah, you would need it as an advantage.
Oh, okay.
I have it as an advantage, but I'm not there.
Could I make a dumb luck guess?
Probably won't get an answer.
Over your character sheet, I could have swore we got you the gift. Oh no, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah, we decided not to because I'm not using
Yeah.
any magic. I'm just spinning
Yeah,
millions
okay.
of points in it so that something else can use it.
You weak to using magic?
I
It's a long story.
don't think any of us actually know how to use magic.
Which is ironic. There's usually always one mage in the group, but this is kind of unique.
Oh,
There
no,
is.
if I got a mage.
The thing
I
that
do
I'm
a
trying
mage?
to get rid of
He's a blood.
can use
Garrett
magic.
is a mage.
Yeah,
That's
Garrett
fine.
is.
Jason's character uses magic.
But he's only a blood mage, which is unique.
Blood
Yeah.
darkness.
Yeah. So he'll kind of just grab onto the sea, and you'll say that, and he'll shake his head, and you notice that it's more like he kind of shakes his head and doesn't speak a word, like he can't say anything.
He can't what?
Oh.
Can't say anything.
If you're talking,
so
you're
him using
What?
magic actually hurts.
So are you just lagging for me then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear a word you just said.
He said that. Oh, go ahead.
He said that he shakes his head, not saying a word, and from that we could probably assume that he just can't.
Okay. But did you notice something there at all?
He looks to you and says, "I believe that perhaps we should just move on to the next step. You wanted me to read. I wanted to read one of your dreams."
Is this going to hurt you if you do this?
He shakes his head. "I hope not."
Because you seem very winded by that.
It's less winded. He looks more afraid, actually.
Oh, he did sense something. Oh! Oh! I know what it is!
What?
What?
saw the spirit haunting her.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's enough to scare anybody.
It
Alright.
took me a second.
He'll look to Brazen and say, "Lie down."
I hope he didn't see
Okay.
that.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny. You're free to have your guesses.
Well, my character
I'm not there, so I wouldn't know.
didn't catch on, so my character has no idea.
Brazen, while still standing, immediately falls asleep and falls forward.
I immediately get out of the way. I don't want to be
At
in that path.
As that, he will cast Banish to the Wake. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no!
Aha! Hey!
Aha!
Oh.
When Brazen fell, his sword flew out and stabbed him.
And I gained control
Magic
of your
sword, thank
sword.
you.
End of story.
You control my sword? Try lifting it first.
It just
God, my eyes are
Yeah.
killing me. Holy.
lets me grab it and hold it. It's magic. It's amazing.
You see that
You don't
he
know
will-
the sword's backstory, so I'm gonna
I
let
know.
you
I'm
think
just,
that.
I'm just sorry. Go ahead.
You see that he will lay a hand on your head, and are you? I'm assuming you do not plan to resist this, right?
I have no reason to, so.
I think Joltz will be.
All right. He's going to cast Dream Spy on you.
By the way, on the other hand, if anything happens, shit will go down.
I got your back.
As
Sure you're
basically, I will probably state this out since Brazen will know. Brazen, you re-experience the same dream as before, as he guides it to do so, and you will go back through essentially the original dream that you had of the witch and the god.
Except I, know it's a dream now, or what?
In the moment, you do not know it's a dream,
Oh. Okay.
but you will eventually awaken quite abruptly. As you see, he'll remove his hand from your head when you awaken. And
He
as
seems
you
even
awaken,
more visibly shaken, not by the dream itself, but by the amount of alcohol that was in my head.
as you awaken, though, this will be around the same time that that Carver and why don't I have your token? Oh, I do. Mardus show up.
Mardu?
Mardu.
What
Or
does Mark
don't.
do?
Oh,
My
hey
eyes don't
guys.
adjust well to the light. Sorry.
How was
Wait, did we
the
show up? Wait, what?
meeting- Yeah, you guys show up. How was your meeting with the mayor?
Better than expected. Could have been better though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you told him that we had nothing to do with anything, and he said he accepted it, and you went on your way, right?
I look over at Carver, and I'll explain. As I still have this teddy bear attached to my belt now, the mayor's daughter has
That's a bit
been
odd.
kidnapped, and he's very. The mayor's daughter has been kidnapped, and he's very upset. So
And let me guess, they want to lynch us.
Oh, you're awake now?
one of them, one of them did, I say, but
I
the
would
other
like
two,
to see them try.
but the other two were asking for help. So I've promised to see if I can't find the girl. As I'll pat the bear at my hip.
And I gladly help too.
Joltz, do I know that this is a trait of the shadow, that they kidnap children?
You would need to roll occult. Were you one of the people that rolled high occult on these things?
I have no
I
idea.
go with the
Yeah, I remembered I rolled high, but I
I
don't
think
know
I
if-
rolled I rolled high on the occult as well.
I rolled
Okay.
high enough to know, ha! I'ma kill it.
No,
I was just thinking based on my experience with this, but
With your experience, not well.
it makes sense. No, it makes sense if not. I,
It's
just-
shadow people.
I rolled a cult if you want to weigh that into it as well. So probably a
Yeah.
no. Probably a big fat no.
Your roll was sexy enough. No.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's. I forgot to put style into my roll.
Ah, my ear.
I rolled.
Well, the style check was
Yeah.
better than the check.
The roll looked good. Just didn't come out good.
Yeah. As when you mentioned the guy who wants to lynch you, you see that. As you mentioned the guy who wants to lynch you, you'll see Aldous look over and say, "Are you talking about Tharmas? Tharmas?"
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, what about Tharmas?
Constantly
Thar-
angry. Kind of has a
Tharmas.
sour face.
Yeah. He says Tharmas. Sour look, bald head, rather dark brown eyes. Fits the guy to the T, by the way.
Pretty much, yeah.
This is the
yeah.
mayor.
Wow, that was a great check by me. Wow.
He is one of the council members who oversee. He is the council member who oversees the military of the city.
How strong is this guy compared to that guy?
You just like to sense everything, don't you?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? My guy's super paranoid about that shit.
Aldous seems to be slightly stronger than all of them, but only slightly.
I'll nod my head, yes. I managed to deal with it, but it doesn't mean I liked it.
He nods his head.
So who's the mayor's daughter's missing? No, right? Not Tharmas's.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's the mayor's daughter, and he was very, very willing to help.
It was very
They,
bad.
I told them that the shadows were merely after powerful people. I didn't exactly say they're after us, but I think they knew anyway.
How would they have known?
That's
I'll
right.
look at her. I'll look at Angela and say, they had two powerful mages in there. I'll look over at. Oh my god, I can't remember this guy's name, Joltz. You don't have a picture
Neil
of him.
Patrick Harris.
Sounds familiar.
Aldous, hang on. I'll
Aldous.
just undo the shadow.
Yeah, so I'll look at Aldous and say, you're stronger than. He's only slightly stronger than them. So I imagine that they're all quite
Probably
competent.
quite equalized.
Wait,
He
so-
nods and says, Aldous will nod and say, in order for a mage to end up on this sort of governing panel, they would have to be well experienced and have gone through
Competent.
quite a bit, rather competent indeed. Each of them are required to be teachers at the least, and many of them go above and beyond those kind of requirements.
Alright. Well, anyway, the woman was nice enough to give us a chance. And if on.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. As soon as you start to talk, I'll stop.
I say, is there a way that is there a spell or something that we can cast on this? I assume the teddy bear is the daughter's, that we can
Mhm.
use to locate her?
I look at
If
artists. Can you help me?
If you are a light mage, yes, but I am unfortunately a wind mage. I
Joel,
could
Wanna
shade
bet
tree-
Mr. McAngry is a light mage?
Oh, no.
Uh,
Is Mr. McAngry a light mage, Joltz? Don't say yes.
Joltz!
Well, I was supposed to emphasize that light doesn't exactly mean good.
Brazen
No,
is
you're-
going to burst through the computer screen and grab you by the face.
Alright, so I'll kind of look over at, this guy and say, Joltz, can I make some kind of, I don't know, hold on, I need to get actually key detection up for me anyway.
So, like,
I
I wasn't really paying attention to your guys' conversation on purpose because I didn't want to find things I wouldn't know. So,
right.
do you mention McAngry? Like, who is this really? Who are you speaking of?
Tharmas.
Tharmas,
Oh,
yeah,
so the council member is the mage, the light mage, potentially, but we don't know this. Okay.
Potentially.
Well, no,
you guys are
I-
guessing.
Alright, okay. So I'm going to look, so you don't have any means of tracking things down?
He shakes his head. I have ways of moving things great distances, but I do not have a way of tracking things.
Alright, so I say, give me a moment. I will see if I can't come up with something.
If you are not light mage, do you know one who is?
I believe Tharmas is one.
Son of
I
bitch.
sighed suddenly at the realization, of course.
I have idea. You
What's
do
the
not
problem?
want to deal with man again. I will go.
Wait, what's the
Hey,
problem?
Joltz.
You guys had a civil conversation, I'm sure. What's the problem with going and asking? Wait,
Angela, you
If he's a
are
light
way
mage-
too innocent.
if he's a light
So,
mage, he probably would have already tried this, would he not have?
He didn't have the bear like I did.
Yeah, we found it in the street.
I think for a moment. Hold on, wait a minute. The shadows, they took you, Carver, and they took Carver and Garrett, right?
Yes, they took us.
To a prison.
Yes.
I
Let's
think
get
for a
it captured
moment.
Again.
Yes, that's where
What
we
if-
ran into what's her face.
Perhaps I scratched my chin a bit. Perhaps we can look there. I mean, that might have been where the child.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a good one.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
funny,
let's go
Mardus.
back to the place where we just were.
You even hear Hawke all the way at the apothecary laughing at that idea.
Wow.
I'm like, what was the prison? Was the prison that bad?
Let me tell you,
Yes.
I will go anywhere in this entire world besides that place right now.
Yeah, I'm not.
So, Angela. My house?
No, okay,
So-
and Brazen's pants. I won't go there either.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
It's a long story. Well, actually, it's a short story.
But
Yes, short story. She is not big enough for me.
let's no! Oh, fuck! I'm out, guys. Bye. Shit.
I'm gonna
That-
put
that's
it
a little
here
bit-
anyway.
I accidentally left roll 20. I'm sorry. Okay, so
So-
I'll look at.
You do not want to deal with angry white mage. I will take bear.
I kind of think.
No, Brazen, we need these people as allies. If you intimidate them, you will forever just they will never help us again, and we've lost an ally.
Hey,
You'll have
Joltz.
to still say something and
Right
then
now,
you'll-
Brazen's like, you don't want me to do jack shit, do you?
No, I want
gotta.
you to beat the shit out of things that need the shit beat out of them.
Okay.
I got a really dumb idea in my head, and I think, can using key detection and the bear, can I get a sense of where this girl's like, I guess, key and or where her presence might have dragged her off to?
No, she doesn't have key, nor is she even old enough to even master such an ability.
Well, yes, but could I not still sense at least part of her energy? You don't you don't particularly need. You don't, Joltz. You don't actually need, power.
But you do need perception ability to do that, which perception ability is something. Perception ability is not something you exactly have. You could probably I would need to reread it.
Wait, what?
Hang on.
I was
Anyway.
hoping that
Oh,
I was hoping to bullshit it a little bit by, maybe through key detect, sense part of where her attachment to the bear might have taken her or something.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
crack
I have
out key detection and start I'm gonna actually read it out and see exactly what it says. But in the meantime,
I was hoping to bullshit it, but
right.
key detect. This ability allows a character to detect a being's energy. Thus, a character with this ability is aware of any source of energy present in the area, but he cannot determine its form, size, or intensity. Key detection effortlessly overcomes obstacles such as solid objects or closed spaces, but it cannot penetrate sealed energy fields. The GM should treat this power as a special secondary ability and can calculate its score by averaging blah 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 blah. Right, we get that.
Yeah, right.
But
So
with
you
that-
don't.
Shut up. With their addition, allows the character to determine the strength and form of energy perceived. Whatever. It is more or less. I was going to see if I could bullshit it. I didn't particularly mean, oh, it's something I can just do. I was just hoping I could do something.
Right.
The answer is nope.
Also, this guy.
Yeah.
This is Tharmas.
I hate him already. Wow. Okay, cool. He's an old guy.
that is what Tharmas looks
I
like.
was
I hope
hoping
you like
Tharmas would be holding a thermos.
it.
So I look
Little
at
side
everyone else.
conversation with Angela. Do you really think I can do nothing besides intimidation and beating people up?
Well, Brazen, I'm not trying to be bold here, but I mean, you drink a lot and you beat the shit out of things, and that's all I've seen you do so far. I just
Sexist bastard.
Hey, well, forgive me for jumping to conclusions, but if you
That
don't
was a
get
joke.
the answers you want, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go to what you do best, and that's intimidation.
I am very intelligent.
And if intimidation don't work, that's when the sword comes out.
Yes, but being as intelligent as you are, you know that intimidation works. But unfortunately, there's consequences to it.
Okay, I think I've miscommunicated how my character is, and everyone
Yes.
assumes that's all he does.
No.
Well,
Yes.
we
Not
don't
me.
assume that's all that you do. That's just
What
been
we've
the
seen.
majority of all that you've done.
I haven't done anything besides deal with bad shit! You
Okay.
haven't given me a chance! Every time I try to do something nice! Nope! We don't need shit beat up right now!
Well, okay. Well,
Excuse me! Brazen's gonna go cry in a corner for a minute!
Brazen, if you okay. I mean, yeah, I'm not.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, Brazen no understand big words. Brazen go find huge bow.
Oh, come on,
Maybe
Brazen.
kill
That's not what I
bad
meant.
All right, Brazen, you have an idea. What is your idea?
What? Who said I have idea? I go communicate.
All right.
No, this is the joke. He's like, I can do things. Okay, what's your idea? What idea?
Well, we need to.
Do you want to go talk to Tharmas? Maybe a fresh set of eyes will we'll get different results.
Or just one very big, tall, scary guy.
This is true.
Yeah.
Hey, if being nice to him didn't work, maybe intimidation is the right path.
Okay, but you realize that if you resort to that avenue, then you're only furthering the stereotype.
Yeah.
Hawke wishes he was with you guys now. He feels alone at the apothecary being.
You know what? No, I trust this group. My character believes we are fated to do this. So,
Oh, by the way,
character for a moment, we're
another
starting
hour-
to run into Varlus syndrome right now,
Another hour passes.
where I've made a character and I am regretting it.
I love your character.
Ooh.
Yay.
It's just we didn't understand the character, I believe.
You heal 10% of your maximum HP.
Yay,
Or maximum
got
damage you
9.
took.
I say, Brazen, how about you go talk to Tharmas, and I'll go
I
check
don't
up.
remember how much total damage I took yesterday.
If it
I
makes
just
you
heard
feel
last
any
time.
better, I will leave sword with you.
No, I trust you,
No.
Brazen.
No.
I don't.
Damn it, you're not helping.
I know. I saw you though, yes.
Can I or can I not trust you to do this in a civil manner?
You see Brazen walk over, put all of his bottles on the table, and walk out of the room.
Oh my.
Wait, Brazen, I'm coming with you.
Okay.
Just because I have the bear, that's the only reason.
I say,
Also-
I imagine Angela's reaction is like, oh shit.
Phone's messing up.
you know,
Nothing
if
else
you
throw
I gotta
in-
trust you.
Alright.
If you destroy him and his entire family, I'm not saying that's what you're gonna do.
Oh god.
Man,
At least
I
I'll be able to
make
say I told
Brazen
you so.
Sound like a
You know what?
horrible-
You know what?
I was
After
just
about
joking.
3 hours of work, the monk wraps up Garrett and says, I've done all I can. Avoid strenuous activity, and you should recover just fine.
Yeah, I was actually gonna go check on Hawke while Brazen did his thing.
Bring him the alcohol. He
What I
could
was
use
getting
it.
to.
I'll
So
go
how
with
much-
Angela.
How much damage did I recover from him, you said?
9.
Wait, I was just guessing. He only got 9?
Yeah, it's a very.
Go me.
Oh, the way you said it, it sounded like it was a lot more than 9.
Yeah.
You received 10%. 9.
Ooh, a whole extra 9 HP.
But I take
LP.
the extra 1 because 10?
9% Maddie, not 9 LP.
Oh. Duh.
Okay, what would that calculate to? I wonder.
Yeah, no. You're just gonna have to avoid fighting and doing excessive labor, and you'll recover health.
Translation. Stand behind the big guy.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't use blood magic.
What's your Constitution score?
My con is 9.
All right, hang on.
You're looking up the regeneration table?
Yeah. It's pretty easy to find, so I'm not really like worried about it taking too long out of the session. Here we are. Regeneration. With a con of 9, you have a regeneration level of 2, which means you heal 20 health per day if you're resting.
Yeah. Regeneration can be OP, or it could be really kind of just like, eh.
What would 9%, actually I know what.
You heal at the same rate Brazen does. Oops.
I had a
Somebody
character at
else
level
said
1 who was a. I had a character at level 1 who was able to heal 50 health points per turn.
Dang.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no. But this guy literally did nothing but heal and maintain damage. Literally all that fucker could do.
It was funny though.
A literal tank.
Yeah. No, I can't tell you how annoying that shit is when your guy focuses on crits, and this guy just completely shrugs you off like, whatever.
Whatevs.
Wow. Skin made of extreme titanium. Depleted uranium.
Adamantium.
I am going with Brazen to see
Screw
if
it.
I can use the big
Vibranium.
guy's leverage.
I'll go with Angela to go check
Wait.
on
You're
Hawke.
using me as leverage?
I don't want to piss you off. I can only imagine what this guy thinks.
No, I'm like, wait. Wait, you're not letting me talk to him?
No, you are talking to him.
No, Brazen's like, wow, you're only using me as bargaining material.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna be crying in the corner the whole time. No one trusts that I can do anything. Just
Oh,
like
no,
my
I-
father.
So now what's going on?
Well, Garrett, you get out around the same time Angela shows up. So both of you kind of meet up with one another right at the front door.
Well, I figured while we were walking, there's been something on my mind. As we're walking to the apothecary, I mentioned to Angela about that spirit inside of it, because I figured I'd know about it by now. And
Yes. What about it?
I'm wondering if my banish would work on it to get rid of it. I know you want to get rid of it.
If you have a means of getting rid of this thing inside of me, then by all means. But be warned, if you are going to release it, make sure it's being destroyed and not released.
Or sent to the spirit realm.
I think the
I don't
best
know
I
much
could
about
do
the
is
banishes,
banish.
though.
I think the best I could do would probably be banish it back to where it originally came from.
Well, then it would just
you
find
gave-
another host.
If you gave Brazen 3 turns and he screwed all of his fatigue points,
and then used all of his Kai at once, he might be able to kill it.
Well, it might. I don't exactly know where banish would actually send it. Really.
How does the spell work?
Out of character.
I'm not familiar with spells.
I don't know either.
I never used it before. Joltz.
Okay.
Well,
Under the summoning,
you have to understand my hesitation. A spell you haven't used before on an entity that is super powerful that could, the results could be disastrous if you don't.
A spell him as a player has not used before. His character probably has hundreds.
Oh,
of
I thought he said him as a character hasn't used it yet. Okay, sorry. I was taking your out of game talk as in game talk. My bad.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that was out of game talk.
Okay, so this is how banish works.
Got you covered.
Basically, under summoning in the core book, there is a table that shows you the difficulties on summon, bind, control, and bandage. You want to go to the banish one, and then roll a banishing check. And you have to try to hit the difficulty of the level of the creature that it is.
It's been that much.
Based on your number that you have, you would know how good you are at taking care of.
Final and banish is 80.
Yeah, right. You couldn't even banish a level 0 with that.
If I summoned a squirrel, you probably would struggle to get rid of the squirrel with an 80, I imagine.
Really? No, you just roll 1d100 plus 80, and you have to beat that. That's all you gotta do.
But isn't like the lowest? Oh no, banish is lower than summon. I'm thinking of summon or something.
Yeah, but you had to ask a question. What level's the spirit?
And you don't know offhand.
You have to make a guess. It's not a squirrel.
Yep.
Somewhere between a squirrel and a dragon.
I'm gonna tell you something important. It's level 8.
You don't know.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, you told me, Joltz.
Yeah, but
a level 0, you only need to roll basic. You have a 20% chance to banish to level 0, bro. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
And just for every level up, it raises by 20%.
But if you don't banish it, nothing happens. It's not like bad things happen.
It's not like it's particularly pissed at you. No. But there is a thing. There is such a thing as if you fail by too much, really bad shit starts to happen.
Yeah, like really bad thing.
I wrote a Gord's post to me and kind of tell you what it does. Hold on. Let's see here.
Hold on a sec. I need to use the bathroom.
Basically, what it is, if you fail by a fuck ton, you could basically be banished to the world that this creature was supposed to be banished to. Or you can be controlled, or you can get severely hurt. It's kind of fucked up, dude.
Good grief.
You don't want that result, believe me.
So it wouldn't work. So it probably wouldn't work. Most likely wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, you just if it's too powerful, you can't. I about guarantee you can't face it.
How powerful does your character think he is? Yeah.
I don't know. Probably judging by what I heard happened to the person, Veil or whatever she was, that summoned the shadows.
Perhaps someone in your Grey Knight Order would be powerful enough to banish it, though, huh?
I could look into that.
A failure of worse than 100 when banishing. The banishment is reversed, causing a legion of similar entities to appear. All of them more powerful and completely immune to the summoner's banish ability. The character loses all Xeon.
Do I know this? Because if I knew that at the mere mention of banishment, I would have thrown up on his shoes.
You're a summoner too, so yes, you do know this.
Yeah, I say nope. I say unless you know a extremely powerful banisher or summoner who can banish this, then there's no way of getting rid of this.
Now, mind you, there are ways to increase your bonuses. Like if you know the creature's true name, and you possess something it either wants or hates, and you take the time to cast a ritual, you can get some bonuses to do it. Like for instance, if you take if you take a minute, you get a +10 to that shit.
But believe you me, the reason why I am here where I am right now with you guys is in my search to find a way to banish this thing or destroy it. So, if you know someone who I can talk to who may have the capabilities of doing so, then I would more than happy grant them an audience.
Knowing that I could get... This is out of game. Knowing I could get bonuses for knowing its name or something it wants or hates or anything, I would... Now, in-game, I would ask what by chance would be its name, which could help in a ritual. Its true name.
I
Plus 20.
I don't know its true name. All I know is it's a little unclear. Out of game, it's a little unclear to me as to who it is. In game, she may have a little bit more information on what it is. All I know is it has to do with the shadow and the Witch Queen. I don't know how much so. Correct, Joltz?
Right.
Okay, yeah, so that's all I know.
Okay, so nothing there to help me.
Yeah, this is it is a mystery to me. All I know is how it's tormented me and how much it enjoys doing so.
You probably killed the only person that potentially knows his name.
Wonderful.
Great. So, at that point, I would just say, well, you go to the apothecary. I will be back momentarily. And I turn around, walk off to the outpost again.
Thank you.
Anyone for a seance?
I've done plenty of them.
And then I go find out, see go find somebody who's really good at banishing the Grey Knight, or in that outpost at least. See if I could have.
High or low?
I guess high.
Okay. We'll get back to your result in just a moment.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I have to go use the bathroom as well.
All right. Which means we'll move to Brazen and Mardus. So you guys are on your way to speak with the council member, Tharmas.
Yes, we're here to speak with Mr. Thermos. What?
Oh, by the way, the other council member, this is what she looked like.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
There's a part of me that hopes that she's still around.
God dang it.
Not what I was talking about, but okay. Yeah, sure.
Her name is, and I'll just point out her name is Riga.
Are they on this blocked out area too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well expose them too.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just go ahead and expose like everyone that you've already seen. There's really no point hiding.
Didn't know. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to look at him like, I hope you're better at convincing this guy than I am.
Oh, I think I have something that will convince him of our authenticity. Quite easy.
Right.
All right. You're going to the mayor's house, or are you going to the council building?
I'm going to see about going to the council building to ask for at least where Tharmas is.
All right. You head to the council building. As you see, there are many people who actually go there daily on meetings.
Wait, you know, even better. I'm just going to go to the council and say I'm looking for a powerful light mage.
The other council member who was there, who essentially voted against Tharmas when everyone was making the decision to allow you guys the chance to clear your names and help the town with an issue with the child.
Okay.
Like, Tharmas just wanted to go ahead and, on the spot, pin everything on you guys and blame it all on you and have, like, a public, like, execution, or, at the very least, throw you in prison.
Oh, okay.
It was
Prison
Riga
didn't
who
work
voted
for the
against
Hawke
that.
Brothers.
But
Did it, Joltz.
what was that?
Prison idea didn't work for the Hawke Brothers. We kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
escaped that prison.
You guys were good at that, I have to admit.
Yeah, I don't think there's a prison that could contain Brazen, gonna be honest.
Alright, so
There's no doubt about that, to be honest. In my
You
opinion.
know, unless they, like, put a bunch of alcohol in his cell. That might keep him there.
By the way, under the chance that potentially that prison is about 300 years old, you now understand why the bars were so rusty.
Oh.
But, Brazen.
I don't care.
And
I was still broke him.
Brazen, Mardus, you guys were on your way to the council building, and you asked for the most powerful light mage, and he pointed you in Tharmas's direction. You hear that Tharmas is currently in a meeting at the moment, and will be out within just a few moments.
I will
alright,
wait.
so then we will wait patiently.
Alright. And you wait outside the meeting room as you see...
You all can turn into dust.
Son of a bitch!
It's like, hey, Tharmas, and then you burst into dust.
By the power of light ass.
idiots!
I
Tharmas
resist
says,
with the ability to
I don't
be
have
poisoned.
time for you.
Nope, you turn into a thermos. Still nothing.
God.
Put alcohol in me!
I just think Tharmas and thermos sounds.
Like in thermos form, anything put in you, especially alcohol, just disappears rather quickly.
It's like
I'm Tharmas, don't touch my
someone
thermos.
sees a thermos on the ground, that guy happens to have a bottle of I don't know what. All of a sudden from the lid of the thermos opens up. Put alcohol in me! God damn it! Wait.
Sorry.
I have to overlay the Russian voice with that. Nope. Can't do it. Okay.
Can't be done.
It's because... reasons. Okay, continue.
So anyway,
Alright.
so we wait. Just
Well, since we're just sitting there, Brayson's gonna sit down on the ground, cross his legs, and start focusing.
What are you focusing on?
Key accumulation!
Oh, well, that's a little bit threatening.
Well, I haven't done it yet, and I feel like I should before something bad happens.
right.
You see that as you guys are sitting there, after a little bit of a meeting, you'll see some people get out. As... Dimmy, since you're no longer in my other game, I can use this. But while I'm also getting this ready, continuing on.
Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this. Sorry, I'm no
the
longer in
masked
the other.
man!
You see that as they're getting out, you see Riga lead the way out of the building with the other council members. As you see a couple other people exiting, Tharmas following another person who looks like... I have a picture.
I'm gonna laugh a bit in a minute, aren't I?
Oh no.
He looks like this guy. So Tharmas
And
leaves
we're
the
back.
building, following behind this guy.
Hello, Dragon Man.
As
You are very
those
creepy.
aren't,
It's like Harry Potter, but with an R on his cheek.
as they're speaking, you hear Tharmas mention his name Aldair.
Altair.
Aldair.
In a sense.
I think he said Aldair,
Al-
I think is what he said.
Yeah. You can see how it's spelled right there.
El Diablo.
So, by the way, I need to make a macro for this, but basically my thing
Say
should be
Diablo.
my thing should be 10 higher, so it's 271.
271?
made-
Okay.
Yeah, because I have Erudition, so... Oh, wait. No, never mind. Yeah, 10 higher. So,
You know what? We're just gonna put on tiny letters above Mardus. Use his key detection every time he needs someone.
Right. Yeah. So while we're both sitting here meditating, I'll do a quick little symbol with my hand and go, how powerful is this asshole?
You could probably sense me now too.
Well, no, I've always been able to sense you. That's not the problem.
He is slightly stronger than the rest.
Ooh.
Like
So
probably he's got a level on them probably.
Is he like the asshole from Fairy Tale?
Brazen, we might want to be extra careful with this one.
Hey, Joltz, how do I stack up in comparison?
To these guys?
Yes.
In comparison, you guys probably are pretty far beneath them.
Yeah.
How does my sword stack up?
Your sword even impresses them. I'll say that.
No, it's like, Mardus scans them. They're really high. Immediately, he senses an even higher power level coming from my pocket.
Silver 9,000!
God dang it.
Alright, so
I'll interfact!
This is one reason I'm afraid to run a Dragon Ball Z campaign, because I feel like everyone will make that joke as soon as I give them a sound.
I will only make it
I
once,
won't,
I
'cause I've never
promise.
seen it.
Anyway. Yeah, so you guys go ahead and see this. As, yeah, your erudition tells you this guy's kind of... Like, he's not scary tough. The Archmage is stronger, but this guy's still kind of scary.
Right. So I'll more or less... Oh, wait, so the guy we just talked to is even stronger than him?
Aldous is stronger than him, yeah.
Alright, so I'll like... Alright. They're all strong, but I believe our friend Artis is much stronger.
Cool. We have a friend?
He's not exactly a friend. He's more along the lines of, I'm helping you for the sake of the world, no other reason.
Cool.
Hey, that's good enough to call him a friend, I think. Anyway, so I'll immediately uncross my legs and like stand up in one fell motion, just and kind of look towards Tharmas here.
Tharmas is going to be pissed.
We gotta look over curiously. You guys, as Tharmas will speak up in a most distasteful voice, you guys.
I'm here to help, and I unfortunately need your help. My abilities of perception are not as great.
What my friend here is trying to say is we need the help of the strongest white mage.
So, this is just grand. So, first off, you insult me to my face.
Wait,
You
what?
completely disregard the ideas of this city, looking straightly at Mardus, and then you immediately follow by groveling at my feet for help.
No,
I've never-
we are not groveling. And sir, I have one request of you. He pulls out his sword and shows it to him. Do you see what this is? And no, I don't mean, yes, it's obviously a sword. Get over that part. I'm starting to go British.
I know.
I'm sorry. The longer I talk, the harder it is. Basically, I'm telling him to examine the sword itself, not the fact that it is a sword.
He'll look at you
Yeah.
suspiciously as he'll go ahead and roll his magic appraisal to appraise the artifact. Or actually, that'd be a cult.
I'm also kind of hoping he knows what it is.
Well, he will need a absurd or higher check, so 180 or higher.
God, can you hear me? Let the roll be bullshit.
Let me go ahead and scroll down to his stat block in the core book.
If you want to have fun, you can have all three of the people roll it.
Alright, he needs to roll 80 or higher on the dice.
You know,
Rolls a
Dragon
critical
Horn
too.
guy and... Damn it.
Dragonhorn guy will give it a shot.
Help me, Dragon Horn guy.
Beats it. Oh,
Thank you, Dragon Horn guy!
And Riga will roll too. Riga doesn't know. So Riga and Tharmas don't know. She seems
Tharmas
really
probably
curious.
thinks I'm insulting him again.
Yeah.
I give him a dirty look when he says this shit. Like,
Riga looks this curiously as Tharmas will just say, "Are you trying to insult my intelligence with some piece of rock?" As Aldain will say, "That blade. Where did you get that?"
It happens to be bound to me.
Bound. So you carry the elemental sword then. Where did you get it, exactly?
Animus Interfect. Only gifted to those sworn to be able to kill the gods themselves.
I gotta give a weird look at him. Like, what?
Long story.
He seems to eye that blade like he knows its history, even, as he kind of glances back over at Tharmas. I would not underestimate this boy.
Now, would the man gifted by the world itself this sword be of that of darkness?
Tharmas kind of seems agitated, as Riga will seem a little bit shocked by Aldairn's statement there, as Aldairn will say, look to Tharmas and say, "You're going to help. I will do no such thing. Have you forgotten exactly what kind of government we run off of here? We are equals." He kind of gives a small smirk.
I kind of cough at that. I believe he is far superior to you.
Aldain will speak, and this time his voice echoes almost. You will help them. As he will immediately lower his head, and as when he does so, he nods. Right, so what was I thinking? Of course I want to help them.
I'm going to guess he has mind control powers.
Jedi mind trick.
Kind of knowing what the fuck just happened there.
Riga will look over a bit concerned that Aldairn did that, as Aldairn will look to Riga with a kind of a knowing look and nod his head as Riga nods as well. Like they both understood it had to be done. As Tharmas will say, "Alright, come on, bring forward your evidence. I will help."
Alright, I'm looking for the girl, as I'll hold up the teddy bear.
Such a task is easy. Especially with this, he says as he holds a hand on it, closing his eyes.
That's why I came to you.
Of course you came to me. This is my specialty. As he'll nod and focus before saying, I know where the girl is. Tharmas will say, this is strange. Her essence, it's in Arcadia.
It's in the light realm?
Gonna play video games?
Aurelia is the light realm. Arcadia is the capital of the moon.
Oh.
So we are going to play video games, yes?
Would you
We're going to the moon.
Arcadia. Video games, yes.
Right, so I kind of...
Brazen's level of humor is just too high for you common man.
We're at in Arcadia.
That's a little harder to see. Something's disrupting the magic.
Could it be the fact that it's in Arcadia?
I'm getting a scatter effect, like someone is blocking me from learning the exact location.
Or it could be worse, she's constantly being teleported.
It's somewhere within 800 feet of here, he says, pointing to a map.
Okay, so I'm going to say perfect. I can do the rest from there. I say, kind of looking at the map and kind of making a quick mental note of it. Just
Ow, frick.
I hope that you are able to find it. You see, everyone is concerned for this girl. She was quite popular among the council.
She was a little girl. Of course, they liked her.
A little girl being popular amongst a bunch of older people.
Shut up!
I'm not making the joke twice!
You open the door!
And by the way, he is the only old one here.
I don't know.
She is 25 to 30 at most, and he is about 26.
Control age ability in the Kai thing.
So I'm going to more or less look and say, of course, she's a young girl. Everyone loves children. Probably too much. Anyway, so I'm going to
resisting making more jokes.
So I'm going to look. Do I know of a quicker way to get to Arcadia? Because I'm sure it's more than 3 days travel, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Arcadia is pretty far away.
There's this magical thing called the Golem.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm thinking we need to find a way to teleport there.
You would need to know the location of a waystone, which luckily that's what light mages specialize in, finding things.
So
We need a waystone to Arcadia. I say, looking at him.
Do you have a fragment of their crystal?
I'll be right back.
God damn it! No.
Would it be bad if I hit one?
Actually, don't worry. He's just reaching into his sleeve, pulling out one. I have one here.
I'll gladly relieve it from him.
He will give it to you and say, "This crystal is bound here in Easton, but you could probably use it to track another golem using my magic."
So basically, we need to find. I need to go find that one with the that leads to Perelia, or not Perelia, Arcadia. My bad.
Yeah. As he will hold his hand over the crystal and close his eyes, focusing, and says, "I thought as much. Yes, there is one. A golem in the lower section of the city, closer towards the poor district.
Oh, so the dangerous part of town.
It must have wandered there when the gates were open, and has been lost in the city. It's happened
so-
time after time, and hurting them out isn't easy."
So
yeah,
I
especially in
look.
the middle of the night. Jesus.
So I kind of look and say, well, I guess that's our goal.
As he needs to repeat his MR save at this point.
Oh, I'm gonna back up a tick. I just back up a little.
I start accumulating.
I look at Dragonhorn guy. He's gonna be pissed in a minute, isn't he?
He nods. Oh yeah.
And I look. I'm like, is he going to be more pissed at you or us?
He shrugs. He just, you know what? He kind of just shrugs at that, like he doesn't even know as he watches to see what happens.
Wow.
As he used, I believe he used the gift of lying on him. Let me go ahead and pull that up.
I'm assuming he didn't make it.
Here we are. No, actually, it was not that. It was just called lie. Here we are.
Lie.
So
why
yeah,
is
he
his
beat the
skin not
DC.
melting?
He beat the DC.
By how much?
Look at the time.
He beat it by 20.
Oh.
As he shakes his head, rubbing it. What on earth?
Oh, it looks like it's time to go. See you later.
So,
Bye.
what can we
What?
expect you for tea?
It slid little out! Out! He starts yelling as he basically shoves you out the door.
Like we're not gonna argue. Like, bye.
As you hear the inside exploding with yelling.
I've got nothing. I was ready to turn intangible at any moment. Like,
Tactical nuke inbound.
just like, Mardus, save me!
Wait. So he pushed us out?
Yeah,
Well,
magically.
Okay, I was gonna say, I would have laughed at some old guy trying to push Brazen.
Right. Also, there's a concussive blast. Is like literally we're just picked up, spin around, and
Huh.
just the horrifying realization. Oh, this guy's gonna kick ass. Oh, my Plazmas.
But, yeah, Tharmas is pissed. Tharmas is really pissed.
Oh, I'd be pissed too.
So, who wants to leave dog shit in his shoes?
Let's. So I'll look and say we need to get a hold of the others. No, or I'm like I'll look at him like, or we could try to find that crystal on our own.
Hey, Mardus, I need you to do me a favor.
What?
I need you to go back by yourself because I want to go shopping.
He's gonna get a ballista.
Yeah. Wait, who said that?
Nobody.
Your conscience.
Like, look around for the voice who said that. What the hell?
Carver, are you here, you son of a bitch?
I could see your conscience is just like two little ballistas. One has devil horns, one has an angel halo on each shoulder. They're like talking to you.
The
Get
angel
a ballista,
halos.
and they both simultaneously say, "Get a ballista."
I am seeing tiny people on shoulder, and Angela is not here. So I think I have not been drinking enough.
So I'm going to start walking towards that crystal. Say, all right, I'll meet up with you and the others.
Cool. And I'm gonna go find the military place where I could possibly buy one.
Welcome to Sergeant's Armor and Siege Works, where we sell ballistas for the shoulder daily.
No. It's like I go there, and while I'm walking there, I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't the big mage guy said that Tharmas was the guy in charge of son of a bitch?
Oh man. Well,
And Tharmas is there, and I'm like, fuck.
Well, if you go to the military base in the city that Tharmas runs, there is definitely probably some ballistas there that they mount on the city walls.
I'm looking for one I can buy.
Just take that one. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
They may have spares, but it's going to be kind of expensive.
Cool.
Just
Where do
borrow
I
it.
go?
For an extended period of time.
I'm going to say you can go ahead and go over to the military base, and we'll handle that in just a second. For now, I've been
Cool, 'cause
having...
I want to roleplay everything.
Okay. I think that'd be good, because it's going
I have to go take a shit, I'm gonna roleplay it.
Considering how much you pissed off Tharmas, it's not going to be easy.
Oh. Joey, no, I'm gonna hope I get there before he does.
Tharmas is the biggest pain in the ass, and I kind of like him. But anyway,
Wouldn't it
really
be funny if I'm like, if I give you booze, will you let us have? He just stares at me for a minute, holds out his hand. Yes. He's as much of a drunk as I am.
God dang you. Oh no, he's actually your worst nightmare when it comes to that. He's never drinking a drop. He's never drinking a drop of liquor, and he's sworn off the stuff altogether.
Uh-oh.
He's taken the vow of celibacy.
I don't think that's the right word.
No, it's not. It's that is one that he has taken. I have it written down here, but it's not
So
like the same.
he's off everything. So you do not drink, small man?
Can't be off both, man. That's just
called-
that's mean.
A vow of sobriety, is that what it's called? No.
You need.
No, it's sobriety, I think.
Yeah, sobriety.
Yeah, sobriety.
Well,
All of
yeah,
a
but
sudden,
like
everyone in town feels a disturbance as Brazen expends all of his fatigue points at once.
There's a
Oh,
disturbance in the force.
I feel it.
No one cannot drink. The entire town gets cut in half.
I feel a presence. It's which I have not felt in ages.
Hey, Carter.
Darkness side.
And by ages, you mean like 3 hours ago,
Yeah.
when
You
Brazen cut people in half.
You find you find probably one of the more decently experienced members in this city of the Grey Knights who are claiming they might be able to do it. Though at the same time, they aren't sure because they haven't seen it, and also they are a rather new member.
Oh, good grief.
They are the only one, though, who has shown any capability of being capable of this.
Would multiple people using Banish have any effect?
I believe you can do a summoning ritual in Multitude for Banish. Because you could do any of the abilities with the modifiers of doing it with many. I think it gives you like a +10 to your Banish per person in the ritual.
We could try that.
I mean, yeah, you can help Banish, but keep in mind, whatever result he gets affects you too.
Oh yeah. Not quite sure what I want to do anymore.
I mean, he's offering. Do you take him up or do you deny it?
I didn't even hear the
we'll
conversation take place.
I'm saying that he was going in there and asking around. This guy kind of came up and said, "All right, I'll do it."
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll accept his offer for now, then we'll head out to find Angela, probably at the apothecary, with Hawke by now.
Yeah. We're just in the middle of a hardcore game of patty cake.
God dang it.
Damn, you're good. Hold on, wait.
And then you hear Hawke say, Angela, that's a tree.
Oh.
Alright, Angela, Hawke, both of you hear the door open as you see Carter return with a friend.
I say, brother, at last you have returned.
God.
Who's
Oh,
this
and
gentleman with you?
And Garrett, you see a man who is covered in the symbols of the Grey Knight with heavy armor on standing in front of you.
My eyes go wide and I slowly scooch back.
Oh, damn. I wasn't aware you guys were allowed to travel outside of your barracks there.
I say to Hawke, don't worry, it's not for you. I brought him here because he's about the only one who showed interest in trying to help with Banish, and I believe with the combined ritual, we could have some effect.
You hear a thunk as I hit my head on the bed next behind me.
Yeah, because you fell off your bed, you scooched back too far.
You'll see him kneel down and prepare a ritual, as he'll say...
Well, say, hold on, wait there, sir. As my eyes grow, my eyes get big in excitement, and I say, well, that's all fine and dandy, but I say, what's the biggest thing you've ever banished, Sir Grey Knight?
I banished an Oni once.
Oh, wow.
Do I know what that is?
Ogre Magi.
Ogre Magi.
Oh my.
How
big is that?
I don't quite think that's on the same level of what you're dealing
Joe,
with here.
that's some level 4 shit.
Yeah. I say, perhaps you should know what you're dealing with before you agree to this, right? Right?
That is a part of this, he says as he's putting up, as you see him placing some of the materials up, preparing the ritual. As he says, as I prepare this, I must know. Do you know the name of this being?
They do say that that is key to banishing something, is knowing its name, right? Unfortunately,
one of them.
It's been particularly quiet about that for obvious reasons.
Do you possess any items that it owns? Like a piece of cloth, anything?
It owns me.
Ooh.
You will work then.
Yeah. And also,
It would suck if it uses a component.
Well, hold on here. Now, is the component going to be destroyed? I mean, I don't care about my life. I know my life's going to end as a result of this thing, but I want to make sure that if my life ends and this thing is destroyed, can you destroy it or just banish it?
I can banish it, and you will not, and it will not kill you. I will make sure.
This is the sort of thing that if you merely just banish it, it could just return in somebody else's vessel. I mean, as it did to me.
Yeah. So because she possesses an object and possesses it, she gets an actual 30 bonus to that.
Well, actually, no. She's not a part of the creature. She's just a object of it.
No, that was just her talking in character. She
No. I'm saying through summoning modifiers, possesses a part of it. It's bound to her.
True. But, yeah, actually, that's true. It is a familiar. They both would die if one another died, so... Alright, plus 30. And he says, finally, I need to know.
Well, I don't know.
What type of creature is this?
Hell if I know.
Is it a... You do not know if it's an
It's from the
elemental,
shadow.
a spirit, an abjuration.
It's from the shadow. It is
An
the
elemental,
evilest
no.
thing that I've ever known. And will probably
Well, from what I know, it was green.
He nods and... We'll take a deep breath. Okay.
All of a sudden, a paper airplane comes through the window with a perfectly done drawing of it, and on the bottom corner it says "From Brazen."
Hold on, I get out my green, color pencil.
You know, because Brazen saw it.
You know, if this guy were to just sit down here for like, I don't know, an hour, he'd get another bonus to it.
Yeah, I'd like to do an extended ritual.
Yeah, I think honestly, he should seriously spend like a fourth of the day, like just 6 hours.
6 hours?
They give him plus 30.
Yeah. So I mean, with all the bonuses, he'd get a huge bonus.
But, well, okay, so mechanically, I have to think of this mechanically because in game I don't know how to compare it. So mechanically, what level would an ogre magi be?
Oh, they're like
on
fucking...
a scale of 1 to, I don't know, 100.
15.
Basically,
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
Strong.
No,
Ogre
in
Magi's
this-
are actually kind of weak.
In this, I think they're like level 5 or 6.
So my "this is level 4 shit" joke is accurate.
I say, so you were once, your greatest accomplishment as an ogre magi. Do you honestly think that you can take on something that is probably 10 times more powerful than it? I just throw out a...
Worst case scenario, the spirit kills him.
He rubs his hands together and nods as he says, there is absolutely nothing that I cannot accomplish with this.
Somebody's a little
Well, I like your
overconfident.
confidence, but I definitely want to do insight on that.
Alright.
What is the roll?
Roll a... Let me pull it up. Enchanters are going to come in handy at this. Roll a... I suppose it would be a notice check. Notice also goes for stuff like that, I suppose.
Not so good.
Nope.
Oh,
So
he's
you
got
believe-
this in the bag.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, you
man.
believe he's got this.
You must got this. Well, I sit down and I say, well, you just tell me what I want to do. And I'm like, got my hands out, ready to hold whoever's hand I need to hold. And
Because, unlike Carver, you don't know that this guy is still relatively new to the Order. He looks very experienced in the way that he's speaking.
I don't even
Oh.
care at this point.
So
I'm
what
ready
you're
to do
saying
this.
is he's an overconfident noob.
I say, I got to be honest with you guys. I didn't think it'd be this easy. I'm super excited. Oh, man, this is going to go so well.
By the time he starts, can Brazen get back?
Yeah, you're going to get back before he finishes the ritual, as you see
Guys,
that he...
I bought a ballista!
Oh, God. Really quick, let's go do Brazen's thing real fast so I can get him in the scene with you guys.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I mean, it's gonna take what, 6 hours?
Hello.
Yeah.
For this ritual?
Yeah.
As basically he has you in the center of a circle that he's written in chalk. He is burning sage around you and chanting some sort of ritualistic scripture.
I'll be sitting there doing the
Latin.
same thing. I'll be sitting there with him doing the same thing.
Alright. As
Hold up, Angela.
he tells you
why
not
are you chanting the name of my sword?
and he tells you not to
Interesting
move
about that.
And he tells you not to even flinch or move for 6 hours.
Jesus.
Style?
How about a withstand pain check? Because it's gonna get painful standing there.
Actually, I think that would be more composure.
Composure, actually, yeah. Composure.
Oh, that's even worse than withstand pain.
Oh, this is
you
just the
F
worst
up.
experience. This is just the worst experience
Yeah,
of your life.
I did not dump points in any of those. Oh, a little bit of withstand pain. Yeah, not so good.
Yeah, this is basically the worst experience of your life.
Wonderful.
So the
But
worst
it's to save
experience
your life.
of your life is the day that you die.
But it's to save your life, isn't it worth it?
Too much pain to respond.
Carver, you are a little too eager about this.
It's also a case of not only do you have to stand there and not move an inch for 6 hours straight, the whole time you're dealing with a spiritual tug-of-war now.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
Alright, well, while this is going on, Brazen, you
Brazen.
arrive at the military camp. Woo! As you arrive at the military base, you see that the place is fenced off by a great fence. You see that there is a barracks in the distance, and from the barracks you can see that there are multiple guards walking around the perimeter of the place. When you walk in, you see they have a bunch of siege equipment that is scattered throughout the yard. Most of it is either being worked on or being repurposed. As you see, they also have training fields where archers are firing arrows into haystack targets, and you also can see that they are also practicing swordplay with wooden swords with one another. And there's a person walking around the field who is essentially yelling orders at them as they do so. As basically the whole place is just in general seems to be working. The whole ground also is scattered in hay too.
I guess I'll go find whatever looks like I could order a ballista.
Just what a weird fucking request, really.
Best day of my life.
Like, the only way I can think of getting one is by ordering it from the people who actually use it, you know?
Yes.
Or
You'd have to-
manufacturer.
I think you'd
Yeah.
have to get a siege-style ballista, one with wheels.
No, I think you should
No.
pick one up and then slam it down on the counter, thus crushing the counter, saying, I want to
The
purchase.
thing-
Oh my gosh, I should.
The thing is, Brazen has enough strength to lift it over his shoulder and use it as a cannon.
Dude, I have enough strength
Oh, yeah.
to hold it with one hand.
I doubt it.
Okay, so
Joltz, here's a thought.
hold on. No, I have to prove Dimian wrong today.
In the weapons section, hold on, of the arms and equipment, there's rules for large items, like swords particularly. I'm of course having a hard time reading it, but there's two size categories bigger. I'm trying to remember what the hell they were.
And did you say in special weapons?
No, on the top, because unless siege weapons, this is an area where siege weapons fucking exist, and it actually says.
There is.
Does it say
no,
what the
it's
strength
not
is required to carry it?
Yeah.
What's the strength to carry a ballista? Holy shit!
I can pull that up now, but while I'm doing that, yeah, Brazen, you see everything that I just mentioned. I'm going to be pulling this up while you're role-playing, and I'm also going to continue responding, and I'll tell you when I find it.
Hold on.
Brazen wanders aimlessly for hours.
Yeah, but I was just saying, why don't you just make it basically like a heavy crossbow and make it of the enormous or giant size?
Well,
Yeah, no, it's
how much-
actually listed.
How much does a regular crossbow take to use?
Here we are. Heavy ballista. It has a there's light ballista, light quarrel, and heavy ballista, heavy quarrel. He's going for light ballista or heavy ballista.
Let's go for light.
Heavy.
You need strength 13.
Joltz, hold on. I think that's wrong.
That's what it says under special.
Well, required strength, is that what it says? Or
No, required strength is in A.
in A, you can't hold it. Jolt,
Oh.
what strength? What strength means for ranged weapons is what this thing's hitting with. What this thing's strength is when it hits.
You know, if
so
this
it's
is going to be a
impact
problem, forget it.
Well, no, my thought is, like, why don't you just make it like a heavy crossbow, and just make it a colossal weapon, meaning you need a 15 to hold it with one hand. But you only need a 12 strength to hold it with both arms.
This is kind of getting... The amount of complexity to this is making it boring.
Okay, well, I was merely suggesting because, right. Whatever, sorry then.
I was
Carry
really
on.
hoping that you were gonna like be carrying one on each shoulder when we saw you next, but.
But
I'll
basically what I was saying is, what the strength is there's rules for how strength works, in which basically when you hit, you add that strength onto the damage it does, and that determines the impact damage too.
Well, no, that makes sense for a bow because you got to pull it back, but a ballista, the strength is all within the equipment itself.
Oh no,
Correct.
that's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it means. Like it does strength.
Yeah, so strength 8, this thing hits as if you were hitting it with a sword of the same
Yeah,
strength.
okay, that makes sense.
Well, I'm trying
But,
to... It doesn't say how much strength it takes to recock it.
Like I said, I was just saying, why don't you go with the with my thought there? Just make it a colossal heavy crossbow, and it just requires a strength 15 to hold one arm.
Yeah, because I imagine it takes at least 2 people to reload this bad boy.
2 regular people,
Yeah,
1
2
brazen.
regular people, exactly. So.
Whoops.
2 regular people,
Yeah,
1
so
brave.
0.5 brazens. It's a unit
Right,
of measurement now. Or
right. But that's my suggestion, Joltz. Just make it a colossal one, and just he needs 5 strength greater than what it normally requires, which is 10.
Sure thing. You want to do it that way then? It's simple enough.
Okay.
All right. That's how we'll do it.
I don't know
So-
what that would do for damage.
Oh,
Oh,
crap ton.
Oh yeah, a fuck ton.
Your initiative's gonna hurt, but you're carrying a ballista. But
Like prepare for negative 100 every turn.
but you also fire with a strength of like what 200-300 damage.
Fuck
I
yeah.
have no problem with this at all.
Yeah, just
this.
like I shoot the motherfucker with the ballista. Probably
And the
make
funny
an
thing is-
impact. Probably make an impact save.
And you know the best part? Because it's a ballista and therefore a crossbow-based weaponry, he doesn't have to apply his own strength bonus, meaning he can use his strength bonus to negate the penalty of initiative.
You were essentially one of those large-ass orcs from Lord of the Rings that push the big towers.
That was a
Speed
troll.
powers.
All right, so you're
I'm
going
way
to
too
go and
fucking happy.
But
Well-
you're only 7 foot though.
We have to get through the roleplay of this first.
yeah. So you're going to go talk to him, right?
I'm gonna go talk to probably someone inside the building or something.
All right. You go ahead and you go to speak with someone inside the building, and
I approach the desk.
all right. You enter the building and you see that it's basically a large stockade. It's basically a desk. As you come up and you see someone, it looks up at you, as they were currently cleaning equipment. Yes.
Mind you,
What can I help?
I stand almost tall enough to look down upon him.
He slowly looks up at you. A recruit? He asks.
Oh, I would like a ballista.
Wait, what?
I couldn't even say that in the. Hold on. Timer thing again.
Did he just time when he was going to DC?
Yeah, it's always on the exact timer every 25 minutes.
Wow! That is insane! Wow! That's bad, is what that is. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, Jules, you can kind of see why I said it anyway. Okay.
You guys have really no idea how annoying that is.
That is fucking funny. You have it down to a T like that.
Oh man, but
What?
the exact time when you're going to DC every time.
Well, it's about 25 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, you literally said, "Hold up, timer." Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah. It happens so much now.
Just fucking hilarious.
And sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes it does. Most of the times it does. It's
Carry
like,
on.
yes, hello, my name is Brazen, and I would like a ballista.
He kind of raises an eyebrow at you and says, "A ballista."
Yes, a big one.
Hold just a moment, he says, as he stands up and walks out the room. And you see him talking to someone in the background as you see the military, like the barracks commander walks up. What's this about wanting to get a ballista?
Well, you see, a crossbow for a man of my size just does not cut it.
What size category are you again? Like, what's your size?
I'm 7'9".
Strength
No,
plus
no,
con, I mean.
Oh. Where do I go for this?
Strength
Just
plus
your
con.
characteristic. Just your characteristics.
My current one would... My strength plus con, I have a size of 21.
Okay,
Alright.
so you're still human-sized.
Barely.
Oh.
Let me put it this way. You are only 3 off of being big size, which is the size of an ogre.
Oh, cool.
I should really do that.
As you see him kind of look you up and down before saying... As he kind of looks you up and down and says... And he kind of gets... He crosses his arms and just says... I don't care how big you are. There ain't anyone who can lift something like that on their own. It takes 3 men just to reload and fire one of those things.
So, let me ask you a good question. Are you a betting man?
Yeah.
Kind of looks you up and down. What if I am?
If I can lift by myself, 20% off.
Roll persuasion, or... You know what, in this case, you're trying to scare him with... Nah, actually, it'd be persuasion. Never mind. I was thinking, like, is there a way I can bullshit this into intimidation?
I wouldn't even bullshit this into intimidation. I would prove it through feats of strength.
Roll persuasion. All you need is average, because that's a pretty impossible claim you're making.
So, yeah.
Could be
I didn't put anything into persuasion, so...
Mm,
Testing, 1, 2.
You know what?
Oh, shit.
you know what? He'll make the bet. And I'm
Good.
glad I declared that
Because
before you
that
rolled.
sucked.
Mostly
Yes,
because you're literally claiming that you can do something that's practically impossible. He'll take the bet.
Like, okay.
Because with feats of strength, I can... Impossible, I can do without rolling.
That is scary, by the way.
Because I'm pretty sure impossible is 180. Yeah, my final is 170.
I think that's nearly impossible.
It's like, okay, bring me to ballista. I prove.
He nods and walks you out back into the area where they're like preparing all the siege weapons.
I'm guessing everyone is watching this.
Yep. Alright, so you are... So this would qualify as a giant weapon, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Enormous are just really big ones. Giants are like massive.
So
Actually, wait, no, you can't use giant because giant would be can only be used by giant or colossus. So you'd be using enormous, which still is very fitting.
Oh yeah,
All right.
Enormous rolls are slightly different, but yeah.
You see, when I imagine a ballista, I imagine one of those ones from Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So, in order to wield that bad boy, one hand.
2 more points of strength than the original.
Yeah. So fuck. What's your strength?
My strength is 12.
Oh yeah. Then fuck. You got that.
Wait,
you could what?
If
you
it's
could
just
one-
2
you
more
could
than
one
normal,
hand.
I can lift it with one hand.
Oh yeah, dude. You got
yeah,
that hand.
It's
No problem.
12 strength. It's 12 strength to hold a heavy crossbow with one hand if it's enormous sized.
I know, right? Okay, so what do you want me to roll, Joltz?
Also does 90 damage a shot. Holy crap.
Wow.
That's 90 damage per arrow that comes out of that freaking thing. Holy shit.
Still kind of waiting for you to tell me what to roll, Joltz.
What's your
He's still in
strength?
shock.
My strength is 12.
Don't roll anything. Pick it up with one hand.
I pick it up with one hand.
His eyes widen as he looks at you in shock. How? What?
Oh, this is easy. I can hold much more.
Alright, so this is what it is. It's basically a heavy crossbow that does 50% more damage, has increased breakage by 3, a fortitude increase of 6, and also you suffer a negative 40 additional penalty on top of whatever the weapon originally had to begin with. Wow.
I won't be using that during this session, so you can explain all those numbers again in a moment.
Yeah. As he kind of looks at you in shock like, what?
Do you have anything heavier? Basically, I'm trying to prove how much I can lift.
He seems frustrated before he's saying, fine, let's see if you can lift one of these. He takes you over to a lot bigger one.
I would have said, show me a cannon.
He's taking you over to basically a Siegeworks ballista, one of the ones that could break down a city wall.
This brings up a huge, interesting question. How much does a cannon weigh?
A lot.
One of you, look up how much a cannon weighs. We will get back to this. Okay, so, how much does this, Joltz, how much would you say this one weighs?
This one, well, it would take a 12 strength to lift with both hands, and to one-hand it would take...
Okay, so you're saying the one that Demi suggested.
Yeah, and 15 strength to two-hand. So you can roll feats of strength, and if you can get your strength bonus up to 15 with the feats of strength, you can one-hand this thing and prove your strength beyond belief.
Okay, so for this, how much do I need to roll?
I'm pulling up the exit charts right now to tell you. You have a 12, right?
Yes.
So you need to boost it by +3. That means that you will need to roll...
210.
It's going to be a high check, but I imagine you dumped a lot of points into it.
Oh, you could say that.
Watch it just be like, all your points is in there.
Maybe.
Oh god, I'm scared now. Alright, here we are. Core exit tables. This is what I was looking for. Feats of strength. You'll need to roll 240 or higher.
Mind you, if I don't roll high enough, it's going to be like you see him strain for a moment, then then use his other hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Crap. Boom.
No.
I open roll.
Metal shelf.
Open roll it.
Oh my god.
Where's the microwave? Metal shelf.
Wow.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
I get it. Everyone's like, what's happening?
Do it.
Oh my god. So, with a 16 strength, you grab the ballista in one hand with great muscle control. You lift up a ballista that looks like it's a heavy crossbow for the Statue of Liberty. And you lift it up in a single hand above your head.
Mind you, he's actually straining at the moment.
Yeah, you can't hold it for more than 3 seconds, but you still
Immediately put it back down.
As he looks in shock. Like, he has no words for what you just did.
Ow.
And then you hear from across town clapping.
That slow clap.
You see him just give you the ballista. He's in too much shock. He just gives it to you.
Yay! Now I will need bolts for this.
He gives you 5 bolts.
Awesome! Thank you!
He watches you go with like jaw drop still.
And Brazen skips all the way home.
Hey, Joltz, you know that whenever in One Piece when something amazing happens and everyone has that weird face?
Yeah.
I imagine everyone at that base has that right now.
Yeah.
I see it too.
Nani?
Yeah, that's basically what happened. As you go skipping up, they didn't even know what to do. They just let you go.
I have a lovely bunch of coconuts. Da, da, da.
Jason says his Skype's acting up again.
Oh, dang it.
It's blocking out for long periods, for like 5 to 10 seconds, and then comes back for a little bit.
Dang.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna try exiting then re-entering the call real quick.
okay. Mardus, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm off hunting for this golem who can take me
He's
to where I need to
feeling
go.
that ungodly power.
The other golem is right outside. You know that already.
So I'm gonna go find my new friend here.
All right. Are you trying to get to the town right now, or do you want to meet up with your friends first?
Oh no, I want to find this golem so I can make sure to mark it, and also to make sure that I can use it.
All right. Yeah, he's right outside town, in the open grass fields, right below the forest of stones.
He was clacking something.
But I thought I had to have a piece of its crystal fragment.
No,
no,
anyone
the
can
guy
use
had
one.
one.
It's just that anyone can use it. It's just that in order to attune to it, you need the fragment, which if you attune to one, you can return to it at any point you want.
Alright. So I'll keep that in mind then, as I'll go find my compatriots to make sure I know where it's at. I'll make sure I know where it's at first before I go find my companions.
All right, yeah, you definitely know where it's at. It's not going to move for another month.
Good.
As you're going to go ahead.
In the time it took you to find it and come back, Brazen did all that.
Yeah. It really was not that long. You just literally walked in, picked up a colossal ballista in one hand, and then walked out. It
I
was
had
kind
a
of
good
impressive.
day.
You'll never roll good ever again for as long as this game goes on.
You've said that 8 times.
Well, one of these times it's gonna happen.
All right, Brazen, Mardus, you'll both return to see your companion Angela in the middle of a ritualistic circle being chanted over by this random Grey Knight guy that you've never seen but recognize the symbols of. And Carver.
I'm sitting there too, chanting too.
Carver,
I just should have looked Brazen up down and say, "How are you carrying that?"
What?
Yeah, you two meet outside first before you see this, so yeah.
How are you carrying that?
With the power of Brazen, my friend.
Right. As I just walk in.
Brazen holds power over all.
Brazen is ridiculously strong, and I love it.
He waits for you to go, and all you see is Brazen slowly rubbing his arm. Ow. Ow.
So I'll come in and say, what are we doing?
He's trained
I
as
just-
hard as shit.
But while I'm chanting with the other grenade, I hear them walk in, I put my hand up, just like, shush, we're doing something.
Are you doing something potentially stupid?
Angela, you're in there.
Brazen takes out his sword hilt, pulls it in front of you. Yes, Anima?
Can I make a occult check to guess what the fuck they're doing?
Sure.
You're going to be
Hawke is
sorry.
just sitting on the bed, just sleep, kind of half asleep.
Mardus, you're barely short of knowing.
I
So
give
you-
him help.
Mardus, you are not sure what they're doing. And yeah, you can help. Do you want to go ahead and roll a cult too, Brazen?
I will try.
Just ignore the pentagram on the ground, okay?
Intellectual.
Wow.
Shit if I know.
Yeah, you both are not sure what's going on here.
Mine's only because I fucked up the roll. I don't know what his excuse is.
My
And then
excuse is I only have 10 points in that.
I take my hand and point over to Hawke, because she already knows what he's doing. I just kind of like signal with my hand to wake him up and ask him while I keep chanting away.
By now, would you have noticed
is,
the giant ass ballista on my back?
You wouldn't
No,
have
I
carried that
don't-
inside. You would have left it
Yeah.
outside.
Oh, damn.
I'm sure you would have heard the big thump it made when you dropped it on the ground.
I bring it in through the window.
Okay, so is Garrett here then?
Yeah, he's
I'm-
on the bed.
I'm on the
Everybody in
bed,
the
half
party's here.
asleep.
Everybody in the party
So-
is here.
So I'll look at I'll flop next to Garrett. And go, what are they doing? I don't care if he's half asleep.
I look up sleepily and say, "Shh, Spanish ritual," and then
Oh,
just lay my head back down.
Ballista!
And then I just glare at Brazen like, really?
Yes, my friend!
so I'm going to sit back down and kind of just like. Kinda
Suddenly you just see the spirit burst from her body. I saw that guy with the ballista. I'm out.
Alright, well, the ritual continues. Anything you would like to do within 6 hours?
I am taking a
Um,
nap.
I start to meditate and train. I'm actually going to start training for my next, I guess, ability. I'm starting to unlock my next ability. There we go.
Alright, for that
I'll-
case...
I'll
treat
pull up
today-
the chart to see. I'll pull up the chart to see how long it takes me. Maybe I can learn a new ability in this waiting.
Well, in that case, treat today as if you have been actively training, and you will get full bonuses for working towards your technique.
I will go back to the hotel and take a nap.
I'm already
In.
where I'm at. I'm taking a nap, just laying there on the bed, waiting for them.
I have standards.
Alright,
Yeah, there must be alcohol
And-
around.
alright, and by this case, since everything's set up, this roll will determine the fate of the next session tomorrow. Let's go ahead and see how it ends up.
All right. Well, damn.
can't
My God.
It's gonna be shit!
All right. Well, let's. Well, I won't learn a new ability yet. It's gonna. It looks like it's gonna take me about. It's gonna take me about. It'd take me till tomorrow to actually learn my next ability.
I call upon the powers of the Anima Interfact.
Bop, bop, beep, bop.
All right. Let me double check.
Yeah, to learn this next ability I want to is going to take me at least 10 hours, so... Or, well wait, hold on. This is high fantasy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I don't got a trainer or nothing.
I will train you, my friend.
I highly doubt you have the powers to teach me so.
Sir, I don't think you understand. I am Brazen.
Okay, so
Brazen
I can
knows all.
I can already learn... Okay, so I can learn an ability or two while we're here. Score.
I know all, I see all, and by all accounts, I got a ballista for free. The voice is harder to continue when you do it in long sentences.
Right.
I've
The
noticed.
accent will flop about a bit.
I've noticed.
Yeah. It's
All right.
starting to annoy me.
There we go.
I'm rolling it now.
Do I have to
By
roll?
the power of Grayskull!
You're giving your bonus already. So he will get his bonus plus yours plus the bonus of.
The bonus of having Brazen within 1 square mile.
Here we are.
Oh.
Oh.
He failed the check.
Oh.
How much did he fail to check by, Joltz?
He has failed the check by
over 100.
Oh no, Joltz, how much did he fail it by? Hold on, wait a minute.
Over 100.
Wait, Joltz. How many people were participating in the summoning?
Just 2. I already counted that.
Ah, damn it, I was trying.
I thought there were 3 of us.
Can I?
You're the one being banished.
Oh.
That's only Carter who's helping.
Can I spend a destiny point to help save any of that?
You can spend a destiny point to force a reroll, but that is all you can do. Do you want him to reroll?
I'm afraid he's gonna get lower if I reroll.
Or he could get a natural 100 in open roll.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Hey.
Yeah, Angela, do you see?
Wow.
Oh, I baited you too hard. I'm sorry.
So much bait.
How much did you roll?
I'm kind of a dick, but before he only failed by 10 points.
What?
Now he failed by a lot.
Hawke immediately wakes up and says, "Holy shit, you failed," and then falls over asleep again.
Oh, we'll all know when he fails. He won't need to say or do anything.
Joltz, how much did he fail by?
A
A
lot.
lot.
He
How much is a
failed
lot?
by 82.
Oh,
Oh, that's not so bad.
It's
So,
not 100 would be really bad.
several of these fuckers show up.
What?
Well, that's
Okay, so
a campaign altering the little event, maybe? I don't know.
all right, so let me describe what happens. Carter and this guy both lose. First off, both you guys immediately feel, as the ritual goes on, you suddenly hear a voice saying, "I refuse." And as it
Wait, who hears
refuses,
this? All of us or just me?
all of you, like throughout the whole room, it echoes.
Wonderful. Okay.
Great.
And Hawke instantly wakes up from it.
Would I have to roll a notice check to hear this from my room?
No, you really don't. It's really loud. As you,
What level?
usually 60 points of Xeon,
Come on, that's not so bad.
and also you hear a voice say, and also,
Are you
You
kidding
hear
me?
a-
That thing was only level 3.
well, it is bound by the familiar rules. As you just
I have the familiar +1, FYI.
yeah, and she's level 2.
I'm level 3.
Oh, this thing's level 4 then.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
that means the failure was worse.
What? Oh crap!
Shut up, Jared!
Sorry, I didn't
So-
know that was gonna happen. Just being honest here.
Oh no!
I failed by 102.
Oh, come on!
God dang it!
So I turned
That
into
is
Tide
the-
and run the fuck away.
Yeah, this
So-
this is world ending. This I don't know what. Sure, her there's Garber.
I just cower
So-
in the corner.
So in this case, allow me to end the scene.
Hey, this
of
guy said he could do anything. This is bullshit.
If
What
you're
happened?
wondering on what happened, you remember when you called high or low?
Yeah.
You called high, right?
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 1. This guy was just an upstart who thinks that he could do awesome. And he literally was trying to prove himself to the higher ups by defying orders and going to help you anyway.
I feel
This
like
guy had no banishing ability. His final score was literally a 50.
Son of a bitch. And then I rolled
So-
bad on the notice to notice that he was bullshitting.
So, I had to say something. Brazen sticks his head around the corner and says, and I quote, Destiny Point, have a good day.
You might need that.
this-
You might need that ballista here in a minute. Just don't
In
go
this
too far
case,
away.
the destiny point has already been spent.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, by
Carter
who?
spent it.
Carter. Really?
Carver.
Carver, sorry.
Sorry.
Running like a bitch!
I heard him say Carter, and it immediately made me say it.
But
Yeah, I
allow
want
me
to
to
see
say,
how things play out. I'm not spinning anything.
all of a sudden, as the ritual commences, 6 hours of arduous and painful
Yeah, worst day of my
standing
life.
there.
I'm bored as
Suddenly-
shit.
As the words start to come to a completion, you see him stand up with confidence in his eyes as he reaches his hand out, starting to read aloud the words of the Codex of the Grey Knights, and begins to attempt banishing. You
Can I?
you see fire in his eyes and anger as he takes a step forward, but as he does so, Carver, it's last second, you don't have time to react. As he steps forward, his heel breaks the circle.
No.
As suddenly, there's a giant explosion of green and black energy emanating from her body. As it blasts this guy to the other side of the room, launching him against the walls, you see the book goes out the window. As you feel this green energy grab hold of your arms, Carter, and begin dragging the Xeon out of your body, replenishing you immediately to 0. As it immediately takes all of his Xeon, too. As you hear a deep laughter.
You guys done fucked up.
As you suddenly hear...
Sorry. I can't help but laugh when it
So-
laughs.
And so, resurrection begins.
What?
As you suddenly see legions of these monsters appearing. As you see and as they are all appearing, you see this thing rising up to colossal size. Size class of 36.
Well, Tharmus, I don't think
God
Riga's gonna
damn
vote for us this
Carver and
time.
your Grey Knights.
This
Joltz!
is gonna piss off Tharmus.
And from the back room, all you hear is, "Who threw a book at my ballista?" The demon creature slowly turns around and goes, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
And
Oh,
there,
yeah.
there's this sudden realization that it's fucked up.
Really, Angelo?
I get to see him looking out the window and dropping it.
By the way, every single one of these creatures are all 5th level or higher, according to the rules of banishment. Banish is reversed, causing a legion of similar entities to appear, all of them more powerful and completely immune to the summoner's Banish ability.
Wait. Why are they level 5? Angela should only be level 2.
Angela is level 3.
I'm level
which
3.
means creatures should be level 4.
How did you get the extra experience?
I got extra XP for one session for role-playing. I think it was like the first or second session. I counted it all up. I have a total of 234 XP.
I got as much bonus as you, and I only have 179.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down the numbers he gave me.
Well, I do know one thing. According to the rules of the failure of Banish, if this creature is level 4, every single creature here must be 5 or higher.
Son of a bitch.
And you hear from the colossal creature. Suddenly state, Let the war of the dead begin.
Yay, it's the third war! And you threw a book at Brazen's ballista. This is going to end within 5 minutes.
And from there, the town's atmosphere changes. Everything is black and green. As you see vines and undead, like dead tree rot beginning to move through the ground and wrap around buildings as it creates this very, like, unsettling atmosphere. As this will be where the session ends.
This is our fault.
Cool.
This is
I was
entirely
trying to
our
finish up that technique I was making. Uh-oh.
Well,
So Joltz, the group so far has gotten 169, and in that one session, I don't know who else got.
well, I think I messed up with this.
I agree.
We're all
Just a little bit.
And then you see the player of Hawke flip off his brother for what he did.
By the way, if you had not chosen to re-roll that roll, the failure would have only been a 28. Banishment has no effect, and the character loses twice the Xenon that he would have invested in a successful banish.
Wait, so because he used a Destiny point, we actually got worse?
Yeah.
So, you know what I
It's
should
not. It's not a you choose the better of the two situation.
Nope, it's a you can choose it to re-roll once, but you must go with the result.
Joltz, you are the biggest form of ass.
I just stopped my recording, by the way.
Alright.
Okay.
On the bright side, I did warn you about it ahead of time.
Yeah, I have OBS Studio and I record occasionally for my own purposes.
Oh,
And for backups.
I know what to do.
But I
Suddenly
just
you
started
see-
with it.
You see Brazen charge. Wait, no, I didn't want that. Hold on. I clicked on the wrong thing. You see Brazen charge forward. His muscles grow impossibly huge as his strength shoots up to 16 again.
It's over 9,000.
And he takes out his sword, cuts the thing, and deals 1,000 damage.
Oh, and by the way, on top of all these things appearing, that thing is still in your body, Angela.
Ah, piss.
Oh yeah, I figured as much.
Also, Angela's not awake right now.
So,
Yeah, I'm currently cowering in fear and crying.
There is no Angela, there is only Zool.
Yeah.
so it's funny. I've been working on a new technique. It's kind of awesome that this happens to be the time to use it.
So, Joltz, can you do me a tiny favor?
Yeah.
Can I bring in my character from the Naruto games?
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna end the broadcast. So,
I could probably kill everything in one move.
You know, just really quick, I just want to say one thing. I expected today's session to be like this political kind of like back and forth talking with the NPCs and trying to come up with plots and dealing with douchebags and all that. I wasn't expecting you guys to bring the freaking apocalypse.
I wasn't expecting the apocalypse until somebody decided to do banishment. then I'm like, oh shit, here comes the
Yeah,
apocalypse.
but here's the good news, guys. Now we have somebody to blame for all this. So we go back to the council and say, it's his fault! And then they kill him, and then we're let loose.
You're gonna sell it that Grey Knight guy?
Yeah.
He's
The one
dead.
who's probably dead or unconscious?
What was that?
The one that's probably unconscious or dead?
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the
we'll
way,
blame
You know what makes this even worse?
So it wasn't my idea.
You know what makes this even worse? You guys are on ground zero, and because you hit 0 Xeon, you take a negative 40 all-action penalty and lose half of your fatigue right out the gate.
Whee! Sucks for you guys. I'm possessed by a crazy creature, so I don't have to worry about any of this.
Wait, what? Doesn't that mean it ultra sucks for you?
Yeah, but when this thing takes over, I'm just basically a blob of meat. I just basically command it.
I'm pretty sure at this point it commands you.
I don't know, actually.
This point,
actually a good point.
I think at this point it does whatever it wants.
Oh, yeah,
Actually, at this
because
point, I'm pretty
we
sure
failed
it
by more
doesn't
than
need
100.
you anymore.
Yeah, we failed by more than 100, so I don't even know. It may just consume me, and I may need to roll a new character. I don't know.
No, it's not going to consume you. It obeyed you out of its own choice. It no longer needs to do that, considering you brought its friends.
Okay. So
It's not.
the
But it
thing,
will
the
kill us all.
thing is though that if this
Whose
thing
dog is freaking
leaves
out?
me, then my character dies. That's part of the whole thing.
Well, no, it's still inside you. You just brought buddies.
But
Yeah,
it
no,
doesn't
it's
need
still
me
neat.
anymore.
Oh,
I guess it is true, because theoretically it can just step through the gateway that guy made.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. That's why I took that disadvantage. I mean,
Carver
either
quickly
it wins
gets-
or I win. There is no in between. There is no we both win or we both
Carver
lose.
quickly gets the chalk out of his pocket and reconnects the line.
Well, no, it specifically says it summons similar creatures, not the one that you're banishing. That means that it is still bound inside of your body.
but his buddies aren't.
Its buddies aren't, no.
Joe,
so
I'm
he
gonna go
doesn't come
find
out.
Mr.
Okay.
Dragonhorn
I
guy.
don't know how that works.
You want to talk to the Dragonhorn guy?
Yeah. Hey, Dragonhorn guy, can you use that ability you used on Mr. McCranky Pants on that thing?
Slowly looks up at it, looks back at you. Good luck with that. Walks off.
Son of a bitch.
Goes and Carver quickly runs to the Grey Knight outpost and rallies the troops.
I know what to do. You see me run behind a building. Couple of minutes later, all you hear is the ground starting to quake. Hold on, my
Wait,
thing
I
is
guess
big. I
ballista.
can't. Nope.
Oh.
Nope. The ground starts quaking. And
Quick, start throwing children at it. I hear they like those things.
Ooh.
These are
let's be
shadows.
happy this isn't a real thing. I'm happy we ended the campaign, Joltz.
I don't know if you got 100.
He rolled a critical one.
If you would have rolled 100, though.
Oh my god.
I'm happy we aren't playing right now.
All right, well, I'm going to end the broadcast, so...
Originally, I was going to try to throw a building at it.
Well, now I got a plan for the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Well, stay tuned for next episode when we all get our asses handed to us, and there's a TPK in the first 5 minutes of the session.
I'm going to start working a little bit harder than on my next game. Shit.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in the next one.
You know, because